Bean, that was your cue.
I'd never heard a countdown.
It was so low, I thought that it was like something
I
was
thought you were just
happening.
making noises.
That was
And we're
Yeah,
back.
I heard 3, 2.
Yeah,
You gotta
re-roll
keep
it.
Yeah.
No,
Roll the
you need
clip
to keep
again.
that one in now.
No, keep it in.
I'll just
It's fine.
edit it out. It's fine. Just 3, 2, 1,
No!
go.
Damn it, B, that was your cue.
Oh,
That was a proper.
Bean!
What the fuck? You're just trolling.
Okay,
now.
yeah, no, we gotta keep it at this point. We gotta keep it.
Just go.
Bro, no
I'm
one can hear
fucking
you!
Talking. Okay, we can't hear you.
This fucking, oh my god.
Previously on Eve of Ruin,
Yeah.
our party rescued this strange wizard that was in the forest from a bunch more vampires after they themselves had just got done fighting vampires. They'd also found strange marks tattooed on some of the undead. They made their way to a town that smelled of rot named Stillbin before the next day they gathering some information and then the next day being teleported to the capital of the kingdom where some of them did some shopping as they waited to be invited to the council. And we'll pick it up right after they got their summons. Though, would Friedrich have gotten anything or gone somewhere other than Gilmore's with the group?
Somewhere other than Gilmore's.
Aiden was just walking the streets.
No. But he would have. What was I looking for again? He was potentially looking for two. Yeah, two things. He was looking for. What was this? I literally just wrote it down. I'm so sorry.
Dude.
Because I don't have it. At least I don't think I have it. Let me double check. Lantern of Revealing is what he would have seen if he had.
Okay. Yeah, that's only uncommon. Yes. It would be priced at 800 gold.
Okay, I just want to double check that that's the. I'll make sure that's actually the item that does what I think it does.
You do have to feed it with oil to make it work.
Oh no, that's the
but
one for invisible creatures.
Yes. Invisible creatures and objects.
Yeah, okay, so that, and then also if he would have a where is it? Gotta scroll down to if he would have a Wand of Secrets.
At this point, we'll have a Wand of Secrets in every campaign.
Wand of Secrets. Well, we're here against the God of Secrets.
Oh yeah, is that a bad
Yeah.
idea?
Yeah, that would be priced at 600 gold.
Okay. Okay, he's gonna buy the Lantern of Revealing.
Okay. Just keep in mind you do have to have oil to make it work.
Okay, how much is oil?
Depends on the oil. If it's tar sands, it will require a bit more processing in order to get it usable.
Or
How much is a
oil
flask of
strength.
A
fucking
flask of
oil?
a flask of oil.
Yeah, how much is a flask of oil? Fucking oil connoisseur over here.
A flask of oil is 1 silver.
Okay, I'm gonna buy 5
Okay.
if he has 5, and that's it.
I don't think Gilmore sells flasks of oil.
It says he sells adventuring equipment,
Oh,
and
he
flask
does?
of oil is on adventuring equipment. So, yeah, the sign doesn't say it's only magic items. It's just glorious goods.
You need an
Yeah.
11-foot ladder? I have an 11-foot ladder. Because
Oil
10
No,
feet
I have a-
wasn't just quite enough.
No, he only has a 10-foot 11-inch ladder.
11-inch ladder.
Oh, Bean. Since
Yeah.
last time I didn't have the list of scrolls that I needed beforehand, could I perchance see if he has any of the ones that I don't have yet?
Yes. Which ones do you not have? Pull up my DMs with you.
Those.
Okay. You should be able to get. Okay. There's only one of those that he wouldn't have here because it is a Forgotten
From
Realms
this
spell.
place.
Yeah. Yeah, name spell. So the 3rd level spell scrolls he is charging 250 gold for.
250? Okay.
For the 3s. Each, to be clear.
Yep.
And 100 for the level 1s, 150 for the level 2s. Put that in chat.
It gives up to 900 gold.
Yeah, so if you're buying all the ones that he has, it would be 500. It'd be 650. It'd be 850.
850? Now,
Yeah.
for the, a good bulk purchase, is there like a discount, perhaps?
Yeah, because you bought the books too.
I'll ask him nicely.
Yeah, you're buying quite a lot. Make me a persuasion check at advantage.
I'm so good at those.
He knocks off 10 gold.
It's okay.
Damn, we're eating ramen tonight.
Much
If you buy
appreciated.
10 gold pieces worth of ramen noodles, Peck, I don't think you'll have to buy anything for a couple years.
Assuming the ramen's kept in a dry place.
And let's hope the guys back home will pay a little bit more for these.
Okay, but yeah, getting back out of the flashback, y'all had, found the memorial from when the city was apparently destroyed, but it seems to have gotten better. And asked some questions of guards. You had just, yeah, as Vent had flown up to get a bird's eye view of the city, he had got the summons and was moving to regroup you.
Exactly.
So, up.
Up.
I don't know. We're going to meet with the council or something.
Yeah, well,
I think so. Not exactly sure where it is, but I would assume it's up there.
I turn to the guard. Excuse me, where's the Council of Waterdeep? Not Waterdeep. Fuck. Council of
Wrong place,
Tal'dorei?
Neve.
As you turn to ask a
Name's
question,
voice
you see
changes
a group
for a
of about 12 guards walking towards you.
Oh. Hello.
like you're under arrest walking towards you, or hey, we're gonna get you there walking towards you.
One of you
Welcome,
were just
idiots.
flying in a restricted airspace, kind of walking towards you.
They'd walk up, and I'll say, because it's funny when it happens. They weren't quite close enough when you were asking the question, Meep. It's up to you whether you realize that or you think that they're just not answering you.
Me probably has enough experience with the flesh talkers that they know that they weren't in range. We'll try again.
As they get closer, they we're here to escort your group to the Cloudtop district.
Oh, that's great because we're looking to get. I think. How are we going to get into the sky?
Huh?
Well, Maeve, I think Vent here knows how to cast a flying spell. So we could have made it if we needed to, but I guess these gentlemen brought scrolls.
I think we're just walking.
Yeah,
And
it appears to have
Yes,
a path all the way up there.
Say that the council was in the cloud tops.
The cloud top district is that thing. Well, no, we can't see it over the wall. Shit.
I
It's
mean, you
different.
can definitely see the mountains sticking up above the walls. Yes.
Okay, that's cloud top. It's the title of that mountain thing.
Ah.
As you watch me, a low-flying cloud kind of obscures the mountain and then keeps going past it.
You watch Meeve's head just kind of keep tracking the cloud. I think it's getting away.
Never mind.
And then we better catch up.
They'd move to like escort you where there's let's see here. There'd be 3 walking in front of you. There'd be 3 in front of you, 3 behind you, and 3 on either side. Kind of surrounding y'all.
The one that's like right directly next to me, I turn towards and like ask, so are there any Myconid circles in this world? Not world. I wouldn't have said world. Near this place?
Micah, what?
Myconid.
How many of them
Mushroom people.
points at the giant mushroom?
I think I've heard some of the dwarves talking about folk like you. If that's what you mean.
Ooh.
Hey, there you go.
Right. Next door, if I'll see, I'll ask. Thank you.
God damn it, the generalization.
Just out of
Look, he
curiosity,
said the dwarves were talking about it.
Yeah,
Some of the dwarves, yes.
yeah, some of the dwarves. The next dwarf will probably be the one.
Oh, that means I'll ask every single dwarf from now on.
Are you one of the some of the
Who's on the
dwarves?
Council of Tal'dorei?
I gotta keep
just out of curiosity, what kind of weapons are they carrying?
probably standard guard shit: spears, pikes, swords, daggers.
The spear is the superior weapon.
Yeah, they'd have like a sword in a one of those sheaths on the back, and then they'd be carrying not a spear, but
Like a pole arm type thing.
yeah. What's the one is it a halberd? Is this one that's a spear with like an axe coming out the side of it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a halberd.
Yeah. They'd be carrying halberds.
Maybe the odd one with
You
a
would
rifle.
see, you would see two of them with weapons that look similar to your gun, but much longer.
I'm really sorry.
Actually, three. It would be the three that are walking behind you. Would be carrying those.
Wait, you got the long barrel to work?
I didn't. What do you mean?
Who is it that made those?
Actually, don't know if it's common knowledge. You may.
Well, Percy
I
is
don't know.
the inventor, but I think they were originally mass produced by Ripley, and then that got out into the public.
Yeah,
but
that
I don't
sounds
think they
right.
would know it was Ripley that did that. So it
Yeah.
just
Oh,
kinda
that bit in
showed
the
up.
show was actually in the.
Yeah,
It would probably just be a random factory or something.
they.
Although, like, these ones might be specifically Derolo made because of Whitestone.
Mm.
There might be like the
Yeah, it's-
Derolo crest emblazoned on like the stock.
Barrel.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
that.
the
I like
stock,
that.
yeah.
I like that. The produced up in Whitestone.
For sure.
I'm not sure who invented them. If that's what you mean.
In Whitestone. Alright, in Whitestone. I need to find out who made those because that is a really cool design. I want it.
I'd heard rumor of other Witcher schools that specialize in long-range weaponry. Shame I never took a liking to it. They do look quite interesting.
A little loud for my liking.
Yeah, actually that's a fair point. Maybe I should look into creating some sort of a muffler.
Do you ever wonder if you could, like, I don't know, what's that spell that makes everything real quiet?
Deafen?
I mean,
No.
not wrong.
The other
You
one.
just cast deafness on yourself.
The ones that it makes things quiet for other people,
That
but
is
also
technically
yourself.
correct.
The best kind of correct.
Like,
It's
just deafen that
uh,
one specific person that you need to say I didn't hear anything.
A question: a spell that makes things silent. I
Yeah,
wonder
yeah.
what that one is called.
I don't know. I don't specialize in magic, so I'm not familiar with the names of different spells of different circles.
Wait. Wasn't that one just called Silence?
Yeah, I think that might be it. Yeah, that sounds about
that's
right.
Too simple, Aiden.
No?
It doesn't make too much sense. I think no.
Hmm.
It's a bit
I
obvious.
wonder what it's called.
Those spells
then.
are usually obvious in the name.
Quite
That-
on the nose.
that is true.
Like, chill touch makes you cold.
Yeah. And I mean, Shocking Grasp is just fun.
I thought that one was called Put a There.
Put a what?
Put a There.
there?
Yeah. Because one time there was this guy and he said, Put a There, and then I went to shake his hand and I got zapped.
Oh, put it there?
Yeah, me. If
Yeah.
chill touch, you touch someone and it makes them cold. That's exactly how it works.
Yep.
That's how Meave thinks it works.
Yeah, that.
Don't ask how
Except it's
Meave
neither a
knows
touch
what
spell.
chill touch is.
He watched
He
watched
watched
one of the
some
Defenders of the
Maiden
Dales cast it.
Yeah. Ask what they did to make them cold.
But all that aside, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All that aside, if there is some sort of spells that can makes it quiet, maybe enchant the boomy stick with it, and then nobody hears you shoot anymore.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I can only. Well, maybe looks at her device. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a tight fit, but I might be able to add something else to it. Might.
As an artificer, you
be.
definitely could make a magical component to it where like X times per day it makes the round silence if you use a charm.
Yeah.
Accidentally fires it while in an anti-magic field without knowing.
I mean,
Now
it
all of China
depends
knows
on
you're
the
here.
powder she's using, because I think she's using smoke powder, which is magical, so it wouldn't fire at all.
As far as I'm aware, I'm just using normal black powder.
I don't think black powder works in the Forgotten Realms.
You're thinking of Earth.
Oof. So am I just using like straight up saltpeter or something?
Right, because the Merlin guns are smoke powder. Because gunpowder doesn't work in Earth.
I remember
But they would've
Dean
worked
saying stuff in Forgotten Realms because like a god made gunpowder not work, so they made smoke powder instead.
Gotcha. All right. If it ever comes up in conversation while we're here, I am going to pick up black powder.
I think Bean's dead again.
Did Bean die again, or is
Think
he?
so.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. It's Gond. Gond made gunpowder inert on Toril. Except for if you're a high-ranking Gondian priest, then he allows them to divinely enchant the gunpowder.
I literally said that about Gone, but my mic is
Oh,
nice and working. Yeah,
Oh.
Gone made gunpowder inert on Toril. Well, in the areas he had control over, and then Mistress spread it to everywhere affected by the weave.
all right.
So
gotcha.
technically, in an anti-magic field, gunpowder works, but smoke powder doesn't.
That's cursed as
So-
fuck.
Toril.
Right.
It's yeah. I like how it's
Unless you're just near an area affected by Gond, in which case it still wouldn't work.
So then, if and
Uh,
when the opportunity arises for Aiden to realize that she is definitely going to get some black powder or
Yeah,
saltpeter.
you probably would know what black powder is coming from Eberron,
Oh yeah, black powder definitely works on Eberron.
and you probably
yeah, so she
went through
would've-
trial and error when you first got to Toril of like, why isn't this fucking working?
Yeah.
And then got your hand on
Alright,
smoke powder.
All right.
Yeah,
So in
this
that
is-
case,
Yeah.
probably I'll. Yeah. All right. After the council meeting, she's gonna look into grabbing that stuff.
But yeah, as your group approaches this gate down here, there would at first be like guards that move to block the path, but then they see you're being escorted, and you just be let through.
we do make it to the Cloud District very often.
Well,
Very young.
I mean, very often, the only time I've been to Amon, the only time I've been to Amon, I went to the Cloud District. So therefore, I have 100% go rate to the Cloud District.
You've gone to the Cloud Top District 50% of your days on Exandria.
So yeah, we do get there often.
True.
Yeah, you're led up. I think it's 6. Well, it's not 6. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere up there.
7 probably.
No, 7 is
7 is Thordax Crater. I think it
Oh,
is
never mind.
6. I think they
Yeah,
just
Cloudwatch
changed the.
Palace.
Yeah, I think Cloudwatch Palace would be it. But you're led up there. The guards would break to where the ones in front of you move to the side, and once you're inside, the palace guards will escort you to the chamber.
Alrighty.
Sick.
Thank you, serious people.
As you,
Are you sure
They-
this is
they would
where
nod
we need
at
to
you.
go? I thought we had to go. Reeve turns to look at the cloud that is like way.
Eve, there's a cloud coming towards you from the south.
Oh, I thought it was the other one. There's another one there. Okay. I guess we sit here and wait.
Just
As you're led up to the front of a rather a ornate palace with a large set of steps going up to very large wooden doors.
Oh, this must be how you get onto the cloud.
yeah. Welcome to Cloud Top.
Meve, the cloud is about to hit you and the group. You're all wet now. It's like being in fog.
Oh. Oh, this must be necessary.
Friedrich just has a sense of calm and says to himself, just like home.
Friedrich, you think you hear whisperings.
Whisperings, you say?
Yes.
Oh. I listen to them. What do they tell me?
Bet it all on black.
He goes to the nearest casino and puts his remaining gold on black.
They tell you bet it all on green.
Yeah, I play the basket.
You
House
put the whole
Elven.
thing on 00.
And then he hits.
Yeah. Meve, the
Oh no, not
Damn,
again.
today's
Damn,
stuff.
died again.
Dang. The mic really doesn't seem to like you, Beck. Not Beck. Bean.
Wow.
Beck, your mic is fine.
Damn.
That was an Anton moment.
it's not the mic, it's Discord.
Oh, okay.
I've checked it in other things.
For some reason.
Yeah, the cloud finishes passing over you. You're back in the open air. All the guards are just looking at your group like, why are they still standing there?
Aiden just
I thought-
trying
I'm just
so hard.
watching them.
I thought that was where we were going.
No, buddy. This is where we're supposed to be. Once the doors open, we go in.
I mean, y'all are standing way at the bottom of the steps.
Yeah, climbing this. Oh, I thought we were climbing the stairs as we were going.
No, Meve was just standing there waiting for the cloud to take
Oh.
y'all.
I'm just.
And everyone was just letting it happen.
just
Oh yeah, I
grabbing
was
my
100% playing along.
thumb, elbow. I don't know what I'm able to reach. I'm 5'2". I'll just start pulling him up the stairs.
Okay. Meve, as Aiden starts climbing the stairs instead of waiting for the next cloud, what do you do?
I guess follow Aiden. Maybe inside they'll have a proper way to get onto the cloud.
Clearly,
Smart.
you were just too big for the cloud to carry you.
Yep.
But as your group walks up the stairs, the five of you, once you get within about 10 feet of the doors, they would open as if by themselves. You don't see anyone on the outside or inside that would be there to open them.
Oh fuck, Bucky!
What about
Yeah.
Bucky's still with us. Don't worry.
Because you said
He is-
5, and I'm like, wait, there's only, and I'm like, oh shit, him.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, 6. Because as the voice channel says, you are being followed by Vecna.
Ooh.
But standing inside the doors, about 5 feet back, would be another ring of 5 guards. All of these ones would have the long guns. And then a
Eyes
short
wide,
sword on the side.
and 2-finger salute.
They'd names, please.
Meep. But instead of in their head,
Maidenguard.
it's like the actual sound. Meep.
Oh,
Aiden.
The name is Vent.
Friedrich van Richten.
I'm Bucky. Very well. Seem to be the ones that we were told about.
The dirt wizard
This way, please.
formed himself.
And they lead you down a long hallway. You get to the end, and there'd be large, it looks like solid oak doors in front of you. But right before you think you would be going through those, you turn to the right, and there's a small, like sitting area and another set of doors. These ones would also be solid oak, but a little smaller. Weirdly, off to the right-hand side of the doors, instead of in front of them, is a large bearskin rug. At least you think that's what it is until you get a little closer and you see it is a sleeping bear.
Oh, is it a really old bear? That's why we thought it was a rug?
It is a very old sleeping bear.
Sleeping brown bear.
Whoa.
Meave leans over and like kind of looks at it and says hi to it.
Oh, Meave, careful.
I mean, even an old bear, you're
You're poking the bear.
you're literally waking a sleeping bear.
Yeah.
Just no, child, don't.
If
Please.
anyone can do it, it's probably me.
Yeah, but yeah, okay.
I'm gonna roll a d20 real quick.
Let's see what Trinket's disposition is.
It snores a little bit and then just keeps sleeping.
I do sleep. Which would still be in Trinket's head, unfortunately. That might keep trying to wake it up. Yeah.
The breathing stops for a second and you think it's waking up, and then it starts snoring again.
I guess I'll just move on.
The bear has sleep apnea.
Yeah.
I kind of want to pet it. I know that that's kind of a Meave thing, but I think Friedrich's going to try and pet it.
It's
I'll
just
say
watch.
while this part is happening, one of the guards that is escorting you goes through the doors and is in there for a minute. So Friedrich goes over to pet the bear.
But I don't immediately just touch him. I just very slowly approach and then just like put my hand a little ways in front of the nose so that he could smell it. Almost kind of like how he does with like a dog or a cat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he'll just kind of like whisper to him. And just go,
Don't buy my hand off.
"Hello, big guy. You look real soft. My name is Friedrich. Can I give you
The
a
eyes open.
scratch?"
The eyes open.
Okay.
The bear kind of like stretches without getting up and looks at you. ago did I die?
No,
Nope,
just
you're still
that
here.
whatever you said after looks at you didn't come through.
Yeah, it looks at you. It doesn't make any move against you or anything.
I very slowly move my hand towards its head.
Okay. Because it's funny. Make an animal handling check at advantage.
Oh. Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21. The bear kind of like moves its head into your hand.
I like kind of tentatively at first. I kind of like pet scratch his head, and then like if he seems amenable, I'll go to like scratch him behind the ear.
This time the guard that went behind the door comes back out. It looks at you questioningly for just a split second. The council is ready for you.
You have
Lovely.
a
But
friendly
yeah,
rug.
you are able to.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
You have a friendly rug.
Friedrich would just, a couple of like, oh, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You're not a rug. Don't listen to the funny mushroom. And then he'll give him like one last pat on the head, and he goes, thank you. And then he gets up and goes towards the guard.
He's
Very
just
good.
dying in the corner, laughing. No, he could.
I mean, just think of all the XP you could have got if combat would have broke out with Trinket.
No.
No.
I don't want Meave to be responsible for killing a beloved character. Because that's what would happen, Bean.
I wouldn't have hurt him. If he bit me, I would have just taken it on the nose and walked away.
Bean, he's CR5. We're killing Trinket. I don't know what you think will happen.
He's a bit harder to hit. He's got the armor. Oh, well, actually, no, he's probably not wearing the armor.
Yeah, it was not armored. He's just laying there.
Trinket has a
Armored
25 passive perception on smell related checks.
Oh, well.
It's only a 20 on regular. But 25. But yeah, y'all are led into the chamber, and let me move y'all over to here. There's a bear.
Big bear.
Yo.
Big bear.
So yeah, just put
Bear.
yourselves down.
That is a huge bear. Wait, are we just
We're
gigantic
huge.
comparison?
No,
We're large.
No, so these are 5-foot squares. The tile, it's just because of the tiles on the floor.
Yeah, I cannot make my token smaller.
You're not supposed to be smaller.
But
You're
they
the
are.
correct size.
They're small.
I shrunk them because of the seats.
Fit in the chair.
Okay.
Yeah. Just for
Excuse me,
for
guys.
looks.
We're as big as the.
Geraldo.
I mean, I can do that, but it doesn't look as good.
It looks
No,
worse.
shrink us. Shrink us. It works better.
Yeah.
No, Percy.
No.
Alright, this might be Percy.
That one?
Yeah, I think that's
So
No.
walking into the chamber, you see a large, almost, I don't even know how to describe this shape. Almost horseshoe-shaped table with an area to speak in the center. Surrounding it, you are seated 10 individuals. You see a the head table, the head seat left empty. You see, starting from the left, a half-elven female with antlers and red hair. And a elven man with black hair. Don't even fucking know what race this. That is. Oh, yeah. A black-haired human woman. A very tall human man in plate armor. A Goliath man who is wearing glasses and taking a lot of notes, it seems. See here. An older human woman that is wearing what you would recognize as wizardly robes.
Yo.
A half-elven
The grainiest
female
picture
with
of
black
Lord
hair.
Clay.
Yeah. That is the picture. That is the token art that it gives for Vex.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Bean, I think your mic cut out again.
Is
Did
really
my
sad.
Discord die?
It is.
A
You're back.
a silver dragonborn in plate armor. A squat red-haired humanoid. Looks very small for a human, but
That doesn't have the ears of a halfling.
doesn't have the
No, halflings have round
Doesn't-
ears.
yeah,
Oh, they
halflings
do?
have round ears. Yeah.
So likely-
Bigger than a gnome. You're not quite sure if he's halfling or dwarven.
Gnomes have pointed ears.
Yep. And gnomes are much smaller than those other two.
Yeah.
I don't know what- and a gnomish woman.
The pointed ears.
And then down here you see the wizard that you had rescued the day before.
He's got a bow tie. How did I not realize that before?
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
Okay, I feel a little bit better about not noticing. A bright red bow tie.
That handsome man.
But the human up here would stand up. Let me put down Bucky. I forgot to put down Bucky.
Yeah,
Giant bow.
oh my
Biggest
god.
goblin you've ever seen.
Before speaking, she would look over at Caleb, and he'd give a nod. Welcome. Does your group have a name by chance instead of?
Particularly.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we got around to the branding.
I mean, to be fair, it never really came up before today.
No, someone asked one time before. We just didn't have an answer then either. Yeah,
Is it Mr.
yeah,
Never
it was Never Ember, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right, we just kind of breezed past that.
Welcome to the Tal'dorei Council. I am Arcanist Alora Varsorin, And we were told.
Oh my goodness.
You'll
Again?
never know what she was told.
No.
I have no mouth and I must scream.
We heard
We were
that.
told by Mr. Widowgast here that your group has some pressing information for the council.
Well, I mean, that would be fair. Looks over at Vint.
Please come forward.
Oh, in the middle? All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
It's the only spot where everyone will be able to hear me.
And also where people aren't having to look way to the right.
Bucky, you can. There you are.
Well, I like we told. Actually, I'm not exactly sure what we told Caleb. We
Not
just told him,
much.
yeah, we just told him that we needed to know more about how they did it with Wagner, right?
Well, and you let on that the things he had experienced were related to what y'all are looking into, but
Yeah.
not the actual details.
You have less in the sense of information for the council, and I guess we have more of a request in the sense of we need information from the council, and we could work out some sort of a trade of information if necessary or if requested. However, uh, disclosing the entirety of what we could may at some points not be possible for reasons of security, both for us and for the lot of you.
Vent. She'll come up a little bit. Given
Yes.
what it is that we need from these guys, they should probably know who. From the sound of it, yeah, because from the sound of it, he's already here.
I mean, they did defeat him already.
Well, yes. Uh, if I may proceed, Mr. Caleb, as we found him in the middle of the woods, back to I believe he looks over in the map. I don't remember exactly what the name was, but
It
around
was
this
Stilben was the town y'all
is
found.
around the outskirts of Stillben, we and him were met with a few individuals of a vampiric nature, and it seems like they were somehow related to the Whispered One. And then I look around to see if they recognize the name.
Yeah, you would see for the most part a bunch of people most everyone in here would sit up like straighter, suddenly taking the conversation more seriously. Not that they weren't listening to you before, but scary name drop.
Scary.
These the two half elves you would notice exchange a glance.
While I'm unsure of where his corruption, so to say, expends or reaches towards, I'm sure that either a cult of or some sort of following has developed. I'm sure that thanks to the history that I've already seen in this area, you all have dealt with
Mr. Whispers.
yes, Mr. Whispers. But we were trying to figure out if there was any way for us to know exactly how that interaction went and if there was anything that was used or done in order to facilitate the dismissal of this god.
Okay. I'll say it's Allura again that speaks. This is and she'd look over at Caleb again. This definitely seems to back up the news that Caleb brought. Would you, before we divulge such information, would you be willing for us to activate a circle around your podium to help us corroborate what you're saying?
Meave looks down at the floor. It's like, the podium's already a circle.
We're not all in the circle.
Well, you're all in the rune circle.
Oh, that's fair.
Meave's just misunderstanding, thinking that they're going to turn it into a circle, but it's already a circle.
I'm not particularly one for coercive magic, but if it needs to be done, then yes.
Unfortunately, given events of the past, it is necessary in situations like this. Just to be sure that, just so we can assure ourselves that you're working in the manner you are claiming to.
All right.
And the Dragonborn would activate it.
Discord really doesn't like you, dude.
Cord real quick. See if that
Sounds
fixes
good.
it.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
He's back.
Alright.
Is it?
Hopefully this helps. I am very sorry, guys. I don't know why Discord's doing this.
You are completely fine.
The Dragonborn would activate the circle. This is a zone of truth. Would anyone like to resist?
No.
No.
Meave doesn't know if resisting's possible.
Friedrich?
No.
Okay.
At
Does
any
it-
point, you let me know if what I'm saying is lying, Bean.
Okay.
Yeah, you tell us if we're lying.
Well, I mean, if it's something... I mean, just because you're wrong doesn't mean you're lying.
If you believe it to be fact, then you are not lying.
Well, if you believe something to be false, it is still a fact. Facts do not have to be true. Yeah.
Oh, the
I
truth
shall be
doesn't
right
have to
back.
be a fact.
I'll need everyone to answer this individually. Are you working for the Whispered One?
That is an easy one. Absolutely not.
No, he made the moon weird, and I don't like it. He's mean.
Me, please focus in answering only the question answered. Asked, sorry.
I feel like to
Oh,
me, if
yeah.
that was just answering the question asked.
Yes.
Damn it.
Well, that's what he did.
Yeah, but if possible, just a yes or no. Elaborate only if required.
Bucky would say, no.
Oh no, it's time. It's the big reveal. Yeah, no.
Since the beginning.
No, not
Well,
at
no, the
all.
answer is no because he is Vecna. He's
Or
not
sorry,
working
sorry,
for
sorry.
Vecna.
9, not at all.
Okay.
This is where Aiden says yes. That's
Well,
why she got up.
Avery's deafened. We'll. I'm pretty sure Aiden says no,
Boy, I sure
unless it's a reveal to me as well.
God, if she didn't even tell you, what the fuck?
Yeah. And this information you are seeking is for the purposes in helping to thwart him.
Yes.
Okay.
I nod. I don't know if we're all supposed to individually answer each question.
No. She. We'll say that she'll, like she said with the first one, she'll say it if she needs an answer from all of you. But the thing is with the first question, just if Vint would answer yes, that doesn't mean that someone else in the group wasn't or was working for him.
So now, at the very least, we know that nobody here started the game with a secret.
Well, I mean, you don't know if Bucky chose to succeed or not.
Oh no!
I mean,
Chose
they
to resist.
know if someone succeeded or not. Is Aiden secretly working for Vecna? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet, but
Not
soon.
yet.
Do you know the causes to the reality distortions that Mr. Widowgast brought to our attention?
Maybe.
We don't
We have a-
know exactly, but it's possible, very likely, that it's related to Vecna. We are unsure, however. It could be something completely different.
I don't know how he's doing it, but I feel like he's doing it.
There'd be like a shudder around the room as you say the actual name.
Wait, did I say it?
Yeah, you
You did.
did. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
whoops.
I don't think
I
Vin
didn't mean to.
would say his
Yeah.
name.
I think
That
Vin
was-
is the least likely to say it in character. He's
That
from
was a
he's
slip,
from the
sorry.
place.
Aiden,
Yeah, I'm gonna say Vin did not say it.
Yeah, thank you.
Aiden would use it without a second thought.
Meva's the second least
Yeah,
likely
then-
to say it,
then-
probably because they don't remember it.
I mean, when you actually say it, you get the hurt damage.
Wasn't that like the general consensus though? Like when we asked other people back in our, well, obviously not our original, but where we've been back in Terrell, when we discussed it with some of the more learned people, they or no, that was in Sigil. Yeah. Didn't the fucking three-head honcho say that it was probably him causing it?
They said that it's probably the it's like 4 shocks of his ritual.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, they said that he was.
Was
not that he
their
thought he
best
was.
was their best guess.
He was, but like not directly. Yeah, okay. Like his intention wasn't for these specific things to happen. They were just happening as a result of what he was doing.
They're a consequence of what he is trying to do.
Okay, so then
Okay.
I guess Friedrich feeling like he ought to tell the truth to some degree would say some experts from where we previously were said that whatever it is that he is attempting to do, these are a prelude to that. So yes, he is causing it, though maybe not intentionally.
a side effect, if you will.
The human woman over on this side. Greetings. I am Seeker Odessa Tal'dorei, Master of Information.
Oh, your name's the place.
Your name's the place.
Oh,
Is
was
the
your
world
family the
named
ones
after
that
you or
founded the
otherwise?
council? I do actually ask that, by the way.
It's being dead again.
Or is he looking up the information?
Who knows?
Both.
Setting Discord did not fix it.
Oh.
Let's go.
Let's go. My father was the last sovereign of the Kingdom of Tal'dorei.
Okay.
Before it became a
he was
republic.
a sovereign. Okay, so the circle that was Tal'dorei, he was the leader, and you're one of his spawn?
You know, that is not incorrect, Maeve.
You could even say, Meeves, that this is the circle. Is Friedrich points at the floor.
Oh,
You know, it's an analogy, but it would be correct.
but wait, where's the current sovereign?
There isn't one, buddy.
No longer a kingdom.
Oh,
It's a republic.
They sing in
Which
unison.
I imagine I imagine Meave understands a kingdom, like the concept of a kingdom.
yeah. A republic.
I mean, many of the Dales are kingdoms. Republic, though.
Meave just kind of looks lost and just looks at the empty chair.
They
Which
have
one?
no
That's where the
king.
sovereign would
Yeah,
be.
which one?
6 of them.
Oh, the head empty chair.
Okay.
Meeves, they sing in harmony with one another, but without one to lead their chorus.
Friedrich, stop.
I see. Well, in a
Look,
world
he
with,
gets it.
in a place without silo fear, I see how that would be the way things are.
Yeah, yeah.
In a world without silent fear.
I certainly don't hear the
world.
song, so he's
Yeah.
not here.
You know, it's just very very movie trailer.
Yeah.
In a world without silent fear.
This summer, Meave will learn the meaning of independence.
Meet Dependence Day.
Meave Dependence
Meave
Day.
Dependence Day.
Coming to a theater near
In-
you.
Into Meave Dependence Day.
To be
Uh,
released on.
Immediately released on Blu-ray.
I myself have a few questions for you before we finish verifying.
Shoot.
Very well.
Ask away.
It sounds as if you are not from Exandria. Is that correct?
That is correct. None of us are from here.
Yeah.
No, none of us were also from the place we came from, except for Bucky. Unless
That is
Bucky
true.
is also from somewhere else. Are you from somewhere else, Bucky?
From Cave.
Yeah, Bucky's from.
It's fucking descriptive.
I guess Bucky's from a place called
Born,
Cave.
born in Cave and Spine of World.
Spine of
Oh.
World.
Yeah. The mountains, the spine of the world.
Bucky's
Yes,
from
that's right.
Spine of World.
Yeah, and as I
Bucky
told,
is
An apt description.
Your mission, after you get this information, is what you are to do here on in our lands.
I look at Friedrich.
Look at Vin.
As far as I can tell, beyond coming here for this information, I don't think that there's currently anything else that we seek here. We do have other places to go after. But once we possess whatever knowledge you are willing to provide.
The people who are helping us, they're making a thing that will find other parts of a thing. A special stick that we need.
Yeah, we are looking for, as Smith put it, a stick. There might be a part here. I don't know. So that might be the only other reasons that we would continue to be here. But if the piece of the stick is not here, we will leave with the knowledge granted so that we may expel the Whispered One from our own places of origin.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but I mean, that is the goal.
To be frank, we don't have very much information to begin with. So we might be here for a while, we might be here for a couple hours, we don't know.
Sorry, someone came in.
You're good.
I mean no offense, but if you'll be leaving, I don't believe we can just give you this knowledge without knowing what's going on, so that we can do what we can here should you fail.
That's a good point.
We can't leave it just to outsiders that won't even be on Exandria.
Well, how do I put this? The problem exists outside of your world. So, if it is not acceptable for you to present the knowledge to us and for us to leave to deal with the issues that is within our own world, on the off chance that it might find its way back here, I don't necessarily see any of you volunteering to come along with us.
I mean, we also know it's something we can't tell anyone, but we know that it's not just Toril that's being.
Right, I mean, you've already heard that the effects are happening here. It's not that it may end up back here. The effects are already affecting here.
It's not that he's doing it in
The
Toril.
effects, yeah, but he can't do anything here currently. They banned him. They hit him with the ban hammer.
He can't do anything on the material plane, but he might be somewhere else in the multiverse.
Yeah, and the reason why we weren't telling people back on Toril was because we were trying to avoid a mass panic.
It was Lady Allura.
And also,
No, it was this one.
Here, this is the council.
This is
why can't I not ping?
Eternals are involved.
Oh, Tal'dorei. Okay. Tal'dorei said it.
True.
I'm sorry, but do you mean to say that simply the fact that we're not to stay here, you cannot disclose of what most likely would be, a multiverse saving information?
Not at all. What I said is, we will not be able to let you leave without telling us what is happening, so that we ourselves can make what preparations we may.
I can do my thing if you want, Vent.
What thing?
Just talk too much.
It wouldn't be necessary.
Well, I mean, if they're gonna take a slice, might as well give them the whole cake, right?
They are the ones most capable. They already dealt with him in the past. We might as well just tell them everything we know.
No, the point is something
Mr.
else
Whispers
here.
is trying to make reality his own.
And that's not a lie. You're in the circle.
Look, the matter at hand, it does not befall only on this place. As much as a single place uh, falling under his power or anything of the sort would be problematic, we're dealing with something that affects more than just this land of yours, this world.
I
This,
understand that. As you've already said, otherwise you wouldn't have traveled here.
what I'm trying to say is, you have the information. We don't have information to give you
You
about how to
clearly
deal with
do.
this.
You have information
Quite
about what is
frankly,
happening, though.
The same things that are
with
happening here, the same things that Caleb told you all happened before, and I'm assuming the same things that you have seen yourself.
Yes, but you
with
said
If
it is
you
a precursor, a prelude.
if you think we're
with all
privy
due
to any
respect,
sort of crazy information
Me
on
puts his hand
inside about it,
over Vent's mouth.
with with all due respect, this is all the information that we have. What Meave shared with you in one sentence. From what we understand, you all have faced him before. I don't know how long ago, but you faced him, you defeated him, and now the most he can do here is cheap tricks from far off and away. Right now, he's actively changing reality from the world we currently work from.
And
And not to
hero.
Again,
mention-
as has been said, that is happening. The same thing is happening here
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, that's something
So I
similar.
don't see what you're saying about far away.
Sorry. Far away in the sense like his main focus right now is that one universe. Like there are signs of it here as well.
He's
but
not focused just on
mean-
Tal'dorei. Not on just Terrell. He might not.
Yeah, no,
even-
it's not focused on Tyrell.
His cults are working and constantly cropping up despite us and others attempting to expunge them from the local areas to collect secrets and do whatever else it is that he wants them to do.
That would be
also,
the drained husks of people that have been
What?
cropping up.
perhaps here, although I don't think we've had the same issue in our
I mean,
world.
I mean,
so far, for
yes,
us, it's
we've
been
seen
actually-
Wait,
the
no,
results of
the
people being-
one guy that we fucking walked behind in the hallway.
Yeah,
You saw that
Oh
in
my
the
God,
in the
you're right!
second cult. The second time y'all went into after a cult in Neverwinter. The first time you went after a cult in Neverwinter, you watched as I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 people their bodies were disappeared and replaced by shadows.
Oh my God, yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
Uh,
whatever
Okay.
this ritual is doing, Mr. Whispers intends to rewrite the world to make it a world that he wants. And I guess his cult is facilitating him by providing secrets, however that works. And if we don't stop this, then everything that currently is will no longer be a thing.
They all look at the Dragonborn, who is looking at you unscrutably, and just nods back at them. Allura would speak up. Well, as far as I'm concerned, let's leave it to the two that have actually dealt with him before. And everyone would turn and look at the 2 half-elves.
Oh, blue feather and antlers.
Also, about this,
Oh no.
Oh,
about this time, I'm assuming something happens.
Meave, about this time, you're now pretty sure that this guy is a dwarf.
Oh, this guy? Oh, okay.
Oh God.
Me points at him as after this is done, I have a question for you.
If it's rude to point at people.
Sorry. Mr. Dwarf, I have a question for you after this is all done.
Mr. Dwarf, please see me in your office after.
Yeah, please see me in your office.
I'm gonna go, nodded. Okay.
But the black-haired half-elf would stand up. The two of us, and she'd gesture over to the other half-elf. We're part of the group that dealt with the Whispered One before. You ask
What'd you do?
how we did it?
Yeah.
With a lot of difficulty. We believe that he was... We now believe that he was weakened because he had just completed his ritual that ascended him to being a deity. Meeve's hand's just been over Vince's mouth that whole time.
Me would have removed it a bit earlier.
Okay, gotcha.
After Meave did the whole
But-
like explanation dump.
But instrumental in doing so was an artifact known as the Sword of Cass, which sounds familiar to Vent. You can make a history roll if you want to know more.
Sort of Kaz what?
Vent, you know that Cass was one of Vecna's generals? Or equivalent? Back when he was still... I was gonna say alive. Back when he was still
Mortal.
on the world... Mortal-ish. On Earth. You know that Cass betrayed him? And the Sword of Cass is what cut off the hand and eye and seemingly killed both of them on your world. Though I believe in Mordenkainen's info dump, you found out that he had been sent to the Domains of Dread.
Mm-hmm.
His hand and eye were also removed from him, taking away some of his power. Hello. And they would both look still a little peeved at the mention of the hand. The two half-elves.
So currently he is weaker because he doesn't have his hand and eye, and because he's doing a different ritual, he might also be in a weakened state, similar to when he did the god thing.
Where we don't the hand, we can't be sure that he didn't get back, since it went beyond our reach. The eye, however, was destroyed.
Oh, well, that's good.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to the sword?
It's in a safe place on another continent.
No.
And what about his hand? You said beyond your reach? Is it on a high shelf?
Someone that was helping us took the hand and replaced their own with it before teleporting away. We've been unable to find him ever since.
It's a cruel thing for them to do.
Yes. But just because I say he was weaker, he was still by no means weak. Just unable to access the full powers of the what's the word? Divinity that he had fuck.
Acquired.
Yeah, acquired. I was trying to think of like ascended to something.
So
Full
instead
scale
of fighting a
powers,
god, you fought a very powerful wizard, essentially.
More powerful than that. He was a lich already before he ascended.
He had an itch?
Lich. It's a undead lord.
Oh. Well, also having an itch would not be great too, especially if you're missing a hand.
Yeah,
But
and if the itch
sucks
is
for
in place,
him,
you can't do
because
much.
that means he
I
can't
cast-
scratch his itch.
I cast itch inside of Meave's stomach.
Oh no!
I don't think Meave has a stomach.
Well, you do
Cast
now.
it 6 inches inside of Meave's torso.
No!
He would just like claw away until he got to it and then let it regenerate.
Probably, honestly.
Yeah, and he could.
He'll grow back.
Uh-oh, someone's calling me. I shall be
I
back.
can reach my toes better now.
Oh my god. He just leans over. Ew.
It's like having 2 of your ribs removed.
Did Meave Marilyn Manson himself?
Yeah, he's just not going to use it for nefarious purposes.
Well, Meave has no genitalia.
Right, so he couldn't. So,
But since he was weaker because he had just completed the ritual. From the sounds of it, you won't be able. If what he's working on is as bad as you say, you don't have the luxury of waiting for the ritual to be over.
no.
Maybe if he's preoccupied, it'll be similar.
You know, if If you think that sword would do anything, and you were willing to loan it out.
We could also come back for it too, when the time calls for it. Hat Lady can probably send us back here.
I'll say that Vex would look over at the Vexali would look over at the Dragonborn. And what's the? I believe that the Order could be convinced to do that. Don't you? And Topher still not taking her eyes off of the group of you, or the Dragonborn, still not taking her eyes off the group of you, would yes, I believe so. At which point Allura would speak. Unfortunately, as of yesterday afternoon, teleportation across Alexandria has seemed to have gone a bit haywire. Seems it happened around the same time that Caleb was trying to reach us. So you could either go the slow way of getting there, or come back as you said.
How long would it take to reach this order of yours on the other continent in order to retrieve the sword?
It's about a 2-week journey by airship.
Airship? Was ist das?
Oh, is it like a spelljammer?
They would look blankly at you.
A
It's
ship
like a
that can
it's like
go through
a
the
sailing.
cement.
They would look blankly at you.
Oh, I guess they don't have those.
Sea of Night is also a Trillion term.
Space?
Yeah. It's like a sailing ship that floats in the air.
Oh,
Oh, it is like a
That-
spelljammer. Just maybe not as advanced.
maybe it's a precursor. Maybe one day they will find a way to the Sea of Night, and then they will explore the other planets within the system. I don't know.
And visit other places that way.
Yeah, maybe they could visit us. You think?
Maybe. I don't know.
How it works.
How were you able to get to Alexandria? Did it just take you somewhere randomly? Did it take you to a specific place?
We had a dream. Hat Lady put us in a dream, and we appeared near a barn that was on fire. She used a magic item that was from here to send us here.
Yeah, which we have to give it back to Head Lady. Who has that again? Is it Aiden?
Meave has it.
Oh. Yeah. Don't forget me if the Head Lady wants that back.
Yeah, Meave will take it out and show it, which I imagine Vex would immediately recognize it.
I feel like Vex and Keyleth both would.
Yeah.
Where did you get that?
Hat Hat Lady.
Yeah. As Meep so affectionately calls her Hat Lady.
You don't know where it came from, but the half elf over here, not like pointed at you or anything, but now has a staff in her hand that you did not see before.
Okay,
yeah. Oh, great. Not Orthodox.
It tells me things.
No, it fucking doesn't.
You actually said, "Oh no, you're in the circle. You can't." Okay,
I can't say that. Yeah.
you literally.
Yeah, we would have been nuked if that was the case.
Shit.
Can't believe Meep was killed for a joke. Let's go.
I know that Hat Lady's actually Tasha, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said.
Yeah,
she said their name is
everyone
Tasha.
knows their names. Me forgot.
Okay. No. I just want to make sure because for some fucking reason I don't remember if they all introduced themselves to us. I don't know if it's a good idea to say her name, so I'm just gonna say Hat Lady. We got to keep some secrets. I feel bad because we kind of blew the top on it. Vent was the odd man out, and we just kind of spilled most of the beans. So I feel like we should
they were
at least
demanding
keep...
we spilled most of the beans, so.
Also, to be fair, they know most of this stuff already.
I think maybe we should have given Vent a little bit more of a chance to try and do his verbal gymnastics to not reveal as much shit to them.
Yeah,
He
sorry,
was
Vent.
impatient and felt like it was just making them angry.
Bring
But
that
yeah,
closer if you don't mind, so I can make sure it's not what I think it is.
Which one says that?
Vex.
Vex.
it's just some sort of hunk of metal.
He waddles up,
No, it's
but
I could tell
holds
you
it
straight up
out
it's
to
not.
her, but doesn't let it go because Hat Lady wants it back.
I did mention what it looked like.
Oh yeah, it does look like a pepper box.
Yeah, and Caleb said it looks kind of like a gun, but it's fucked up.
That shouldn't exist anymore.
Well,
I would recommend getting rid of that as quickly as you are capable of.
I'll let Hat Lady know.
Yes, that's our only like ticket back here. So
Actually, Reeve's eye patch, your
Come on, take it
lantern.
back. Oh,
I don't know that he doesn't get how magic works. He's not a fucking spellcaster.
Okay. So it sounds like that it. If the spell works like how I think it does, these should be helpful to you. And Allura would, while he was still over there, hand him two. They look like porcelain tokens.
Ooh.
They're about an inch in diameter. So very small in Meave's hands.
Meave kind of clacks them together and waddles back into the circle.
Careful that you don't break them.
Oh, sorry.
But you would see that one would have an ornate E written into it. And the other one would have a calligraphy style V written into it.
An E And a V?
What are these things?
Yes. They should allow you to if the spell is used again by a hat lady, the first one should allow you to be brought back here. The other one should allow you to be brought to the person that has the matching token.
Oh, and this will work across crystal spheres.
If the spell that allowed you to cross the sphere is cast again, I suppose. But if you wait the 2 weeks, that person the matching set will be with the person going to where the sword is. They should arrive there in about 2 weeks. If you come back before then, you'll still be with them, but may have part of the journey left.
What the fuck was I just about to ask? I don't fucking remember now. God damn it.
Or y'all can't, and like you said, if. So if y'all want to do the 2-week travel, y'all can.
The sword aside, as my Myconid friend here said, funny fungus, if you would, was that we are looking for a stick, and there might be a part of the stick here.
We know the next piece of it isn't here.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you happen to have anybody, I don't know, well versed in the magical artifacts that might be able to help us ascertain its location, or if anything like it has ever been here before?
I could take a look at it if you wish, but without knowing more, I wouldn't be much help.
It might
could
feel
see if it's,
wrong for you
any
if you hold it,
Familiarity.
but if you're like two swords, you'll feel something different.
Yes, much like Meave's item from Hat Lady, I will most definitely be needing this back. Although I suspect, unfortunately, you might not be able to give me much information, but I might as well try. And he'll walk over to... Who am I giving it to?
Allura.
Okay. Yeah, come over and... I'm up on the fucking table! And I give her the piece.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check for her real quick.
The deception is revealed. She's a Cambion. Kill her. Kill her now.
She was Vecna the whole time.
We've had too many of those tonight. First Friedrich was Vecna all along. Then Aiden was Vecna all along.
When really it's been Bucky this whole time.
You see, that one I'd believe. That one would be like the OG plant.
You think Vecna would have let himself be hit that time that Bucky actually took damage?
Oh, he's
Well,
just.
He saw us getting suspicious.
weakest aspect, not aspect. Avatar.
Avatar?
No, he's his chosen. Bucky the chosen of Vecna.
No, there's no artifact like this that I've ever read of or heard about. I could check with the Arcane Pensophical, but and see if I have an answer by the time you return. But it doesn't seem familiar. And she would hand it back.
Oh, okay. So that does that imply, yeah, that she wouldn't need it to go check with them, right?
Seemingly not. Like having seen it now, she's gonna describe it as best she can, kind of thing.
Did you feel wrong, or did you feel a pull?
Do we know? Oh, I didn't feel a pull, but it didn't feel. Oh wait, no. She would have felt a pull. It felt like it was pulling outward. Did I die again?
No.
Was this pensophical or whatever it was that you said? Yeah, I would appreciate it if you checked with them, just so that and no offense to this beautiful world of yours, but so that we don't have to come back more times than necessary, as time very well might be of the essence.
Very well, I'll see what I can find.
You know, I still haven't figured out if time is any different here than over there. I guess we'll find out when we get back.
Yeah, they'll probably tell us how long we've been gone.
7 years!
Actually, King.
Yeah, little known fact, Exandria is actually near supermassive black hole.
Every hour here is 7 years back in Tyrell.
Yep. And you've been here for a day.
A lot longer than Interstellar.
Alright. But any other questions or anything?
I turned to the dwarf man.
Okay.
Apparently, some dwarves were talking about mushroom people. Do you know anything about other myconids?
Yeah. There's some myconids that live down near the city of Craghammer.
Oh, so they are here. How do they fare without Silophyre?
Without who? Or without what?
Oh, yeah, they don't have that.
Oh, yeah.
Myconid god.
Myconid god. There's no Myconid god.
Where I'm from, there is. Can hear his song wherever he is, and I don't hear it here, so he's not here.
Must be hard to sleep if you can't get away from the music.
I sing in my sleep too. I sing with him.
ASMR white noise for the rest of us.
Meave will do their best. Oh, it's not bad.
Pretty good.
And then Meave will turn to Keyleth, points at her antlers. Can I touch those?
Meave,
I feel like Keyleth wouldn't like strangers touching her antlers. I don't know.
Ada's just gonna give her an apologetic look. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Dylan, you could answer to D&D questions at Marisha Ray.
Would Marisha be fine with an 8-foot tall, 6-year-old mushroom asking to touch her antlers?
No, you see, I can't ask tonight. Remind me again on Friday when I'm drunk. I have to be drunk for the luck to work, B.
I hold on, let me ask my sister. She's big into Critical Role.
I don't even think they actually grow out of her head. It's just a head ornament.
Yeah, it's head ornament. Yeah, but Meave doesn't know that. Meave wants to touch them to see.
I don't think she's gonna care if you touch a fucking hairpiece, man.
She might up until she realizes Meave is basically a kid.
I mean,
then
yeah,
I-
she's
and
probably she's the
I-
kindest out of all of
Like,
them.
oh yes, of course.
Yeah, I feel like with her insight, if she does have insight as good, she would very much understand that Meave is very young.
Yeah, she's definitely like the most kind-hearted out of everyone in Vox Machina. There's no way she's gonna beat on a little kid for touching her head. Unless Marisha goes like, oh, she's canonically autistic and wouldn't like being touched on the head and would become violent with Meave.
My sister thinks most people would let. She thinks she would let most people touch her antlers if they asked.
God damn it, I've been talking.
Oh no.
Oh,
She when you ask, she lifts the antlers off her head and holds them out for you. You see a circlet of antlers.
oh! I thought those were
They cut up
part of
pretty-
you. Meave reaches out and kind of like, not like takes them from her, but like kind of like feels them with their fingers. Oh,
Okay.
it's like other softies' clothing. It not attached to you. It's not like my hat. You can touch it if you want. Meave leans forward.
She'll pat you on the head. Pat.
There's a soothing, like a not like a purr, but like a kind of a soothing tune from Meave as that happens, and Meave will walk back.
All right then. If there's nothing else, I'll set preparations in motion.
Thank you, Council
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Tal'dorei.
Tal'dorei Council.
And close enough, Meave.
Wait, does the order matter? I thought, like in math, the order of some things don't matter.
That is math, but sometimes in language, the
lot
order
of times
very
in
much matters.
A lot of times in math, the order very much matters.
No, yeah, it does too. But I'm not getting into a
How-
math lesson with him right now.
How's Vint doing? Because I know we pretty much just stepped over him in this.
How? He's just been quiet listening.
Gotcha.
Okay. So with that, it seems that there's more to the meeting that's happening after y'all leave. So y'all be led back out if you don't have anything else.
Oh, whose rug was it outside?
The bear?
Yes.
Not a rug. He's a good fluffy boy.
Can't call Trinket a rug.
I thought he was a rug. And his name is Trinket. Okay, thank you for knowing name. But I'm guessing Trinket is yours?
Yes.
Remind me again how many people in this room speak Celestial?
I don't fucking know. Vex might.
Definitely that one.
Yeah, 100%.
I remember that one.
Yeah, I know.
She's a
and
power
maybe that
of
one.
Bahamut might speak
Yeah.
Celestial.
And I know, what's his name? Caleb did as well. So at least 5.
And then maybe her. Also, is that who I think it is?
Yeah, that's Vex's father.
Okay. The representative from Singhorn.
Oh yeah, Meave will be like, look at him, and then look at Vex and say, I think most of you look the same, but you two look more same than others.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, we'll leave. After Meave makes
Yeah.
that statement of you two look more same than others.
Friedrich so goes back over to Trinket.
Yeah, Meave will also go over to Trinket and apologize for thinking they were a rug. Bean, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
You have to let him know that you mean it, Meave.
I was not talking.
Ah.
I was trying to figure out how many people speak Celestial.
Oh,
Trying to answer the question.
It's okay if not. I PM'd you something. Actually, wait a second. No, because Friedrich also speaks Celestial, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Aiden's just muttering something to herself. I gotta send it to you now.
I'll be up, don't worry. Yeah.
But yeah.
Hello, Mr. Trinket.
Do have
Sorry
one
for
question,
thinking
though.
you were a rug.
Okay. Go ahead.
The long-barreled firearms. She just sort of jerks her thumb back to where the guards were standing not too long before.
Here.
Who made those? And can I please take a look at their designs? I'm an engineer back home, so I just
But-
curiosity.
by designs, you mean look at the gun and look at it, or do you mean like
Yeah.
the blueprints,
Like
so
look
to
at the
speak?
gun. Like look at the gun and look at it, because she will find a way to build it on her own.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
Would it be an advantage?
this
We
is-
did fucking show them the gun that.
Oh no, it is not. It is not advantage at all.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, because of the
Corvix
list.
gun.
Ooh, Lord help me,
Sorry.
please.
Show me how to make better guns so that I can bring my demon to your.
It's pretty good with our 0.
Yeah.
Vexalia would speak. I'll need to clear that with someone. So, maybe when you return.
All right. If we return, sounds good. Thanks.
If you
Oh,
want
maybe.
the sword, you're returning.
Move down the tree.
Can't wait for Cass to have to deal with the second childlike individual to wield them in the past decade.
And so, here's the thing. The sword of Cass to have to deal with it. Oh, did not mean to grab. Then I apologize. And Bucky would be waiting with that. Can't wait for Meave to get corrupted by a sword. Let's go.
Yes, because what we need is like an evil Meave.
Yeah. Can we get Meave Craven Edge?
Yo.
That
Yo,
would just be,
Meaven
like,
Edge?
more Grog Craven Edge until like
Craven Meave.
until like Meave went ballistic and then it'd be over for everyone. Meave would become a huge mass murderer.
All right. So what are y'all doing?
Meave will go up to vent when we leave the hall in the waiting room.
Okay.
Vent, I'm sorry for kind of putting my hand over your mouth and making you stop talking. I just felt like they were getting angry and I didn't want them angry at us, and because we need their help, and well, I'm sorry for probably saying far more than we probably should have in your mind.
Me, if you're gonna be sorry for something, don't do it in the first place.
Ooh. Meave loses like a solid foot in height. It just kind of like takes a step back and just kind of like goes off to the corner of the room and just kind of looks at the floor. Tries to get like more than 30 feet away from the rest of the group.
Maybe. Can't be done.
Yeah, if they're all over on like this side with Trinket, Meave could speak to themselves, but like Keyleth will overhear Meave.
I mean, you could move down this way, and then you'd be out of range of Keyleth.
Well,
Yeah,
Meave
if you move
doesn't
to
know
this corner.
they're in range of Keyleth.
True.
But yeah, if like people move out of the range of 30 feet, Meave will kind of talk to themselves.
Okay. Yeah, but what does Keyleth here?
Oh, okay. I'll actually DM you that.
Okay. All right. Anything else y'all are doing?
Here? No.
Yeah,
At
I'm
least
fairly
not me
certain.
anyway.
Not particularly.
Say the cards would lead y'all out then after me sits in the corner for a minute.
Yeah.
Um,
At some
I
point, I
know-
need to get it, but that's about it.
yeah, you need to go shopping. And I think Vint has the escape rope.
I do, but I have to roll to use it.
True. All right. So looking for your trying to buy the gunpowder. Apparently, you can only buy gunpowder by the keg.
Just walk around with the barrel under my arm.
Yeah, pretty much. A keg of gunpowder would cost you 250 gold.
Big money. Deep
Does
pockets.
she know how to make gunpowder on her own?
More or less. But you also know that you got to get the amounts, like the ratios, pretty exact. So it's not something you can do easily while on the go.
Oh, I have a bag of holding. Sure.
Yes, I also
you
have
also
a bag
have a
of
Meave, who is
That is
Yeah.
true.
walking about 15 feet behind the group.
We have a Hulk.
And then get the, yeah. You said it was 250, right?
Yes,
How heavy
Alright,
is
I shall do
250?
20 pounds.
20 pounds? Oh yeah, that's fine. Keg of gunpowder.
Oh wait, you might be able to buy a powder horn. 1 second. Oh yeah, you can buy a powder horn of it.
Ooh.
For 35. It is 2 pounds of gunpowder.
Let's go.
So you get a bulk deal if you buy the keg. Saves about 100
I'll do
gold.
the keg. I'll do the keg. Wait, the keg's 100 gold? I thought you said it was 250. I think you cut out again.
No, I think he's
The
just
keg
going.
the keg saves you 100 gold. Like if you bought the same
Okay.
amount of gunpowder.
Yeah, I'm just getting the keg.
Okay.
Never need gunpowder again.
Never. Plus, it's a bomb.
Well, not in Toril.
No,
You're
there's
not
just a
Toril.
slow burning. Unless you're also near an area influenced by Gond.
Because then he just says no.
Yeah.
Gond
If you're in
can.
Neverwinter, doesn't work. Alright, I guess let me move y'all back to this map then. So Aiden did a bit of shopping. Anyone else need to do anything in the city?
Nope.
Okay.
Not that I can think of.
Find a diamond that's worth.
We
How much do I need? 500 gold? No, it's 300 gold.
we're probably gonna need a place to stay the night if we're casting Dream of the Blue Veil.
I am mining diamonds.
Yeah, you can find an inn easy enough. And yeah, you can find a diamond that size. Sure,
Alright.
it'll be 300 gold.
Sounds fair enough.
Also being Essentia, what Keyleth would have heard.
Yeah. The other people at the council wonder why Keyleth looks sad all of a sudden.
Just because we abuse Maeve.
A 6-year-old. Keyleth, what's wrong? A 6-year-old has trauma who can't properly explain it. What?
The 6-year-old is trauma dumping in my head.
6-year-old is trauma dumping in my head.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, it was not intentional, but it happened.
Yeah, y'all go and find an inn. I guess y'all only need one room for what y'all are doing. So we'll say it's like
should let them know that the key will be on the nightstand because we're not gonna return.
just gonna leave the door unlocked. You gonna leave the door unlocked then?
I guess.
Wait, do we have a scroll to cast this back, or?
Yes.
Okay.
If vent fails, we're stuck here until we get another scroll or find some other way home.
All right, so like Friedrich
Or
lights some
try to find
candles.
someone else to cast it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Friedrich will like light some candles and just kind of like sit behind Vent and start kind of like massaging his shoulders. All right, buddy. So listen. Okay, you cannot fuck this up. We cannot stay here right now. We got to get
This is
out
not
of
as
here.
helpful
So
as you think.
no. I know it's helping. All right, you got to channel all of your magics. The candles are scented. Breathe
It's quite
them in.
distracting.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to contribute. Yeah.
Oh, if you want more scented, hold on. Meave leaves the room, comes back with a pile of garbage.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Favorite.
Smell like home.
Dumps it on the floor.
No.
No.
If we're going to have to pay a cleaning fee for that. Friedrich just gets up and starts meticulously collecting the garbage to throw it out the window.
But
They're
No,
distracted.
that bread's still good.
Wait, what's still good?
want to split a Bucky?
That bread's still good.
Split a
Okay,
Bucky?
he'll save the bread for Bucky.
Bucky breaks off the very green part on the side. Throws it away.
Meave will go after the green part.
He just dives out of the window.
And Meave sings to the green part because it's mold, it's fungus.
They're children. Both of them.
And then Meave will stand.
Bucky's
on it.
middle-aged.
Bucky's 40 years old.
But that's ancient for a couple, I think.
Bucky has stage 4 dementia.
Yeah, that's right. Because like their life expectancy, they are actually really lucky if they make it past like 15.
Oh, they live to 60. No, so 40 is yeah, that's a good.
Oh, Bucky has early onset Alzheimer's.
No, Bucky's like 25 or 30. Somewhere in there.
Damn, old for a goblin.
Middle age.
I mean, he is
Yeah,
a
middle
lucky goblin.
aged for their whole life expectancy, but a lot of them probably die around 15.
A lot of them probably die around 2. Goblins.
Yeah, they get put in the
Adventurers run in and just
forever.
kill them all.
Yeah, I sing to
All
the
right,
mold,
so
and then I eat it.
So Friedrich clears the trash back out, wafts the candles around, trying to get the smell out of the way so it's not distracting Vent.
He doesn't massage his shoulders this time. But he does say, he's like, I know it wasn't helpful because you're going to cast a spell, but, it seems like that hat weighs a lot down on, the upper area of your shoulders. You have a lot of knots in there. So, we can schedule something at a different time, but I can work that out for you if you really need it.
I'd prefer to look for professional help.
I should have asked at the council. Trinket gives expert massages.
Look, I don't know, man. I'm trying to bond with you here, and it's for free. Maybe just take the offer, but if you're that uncomfortable about it, fine, I'll take the hint.
I'll try to cast it.
Okay. As everyone waits with bated breath, what's the casting time of that spell?
It's in action, but it lasts for 8 hours.
That sounds right.
Double checking dream. Oh, it takes 10 minutes to cast, and the duration is 6 hours.
Bean, if I summon my friendly little mage, can I get advantage on it?
Sure. Yeah.
Well,
Sun in the head.
I'll get him over to help me.
This place is unfamiliar.
I'd be a little worried if it was familiar.
Different world.
You all wait with bated breath as Vink goes through reading this scroll for 10 minutes.
Bated breath? What do you mean bated breath? Me doesn't know the stakes that are happening.
Yeah, the other three wait with bated breath. You're just watching as he reads the words, a small flame is burning them off of the paper.
Ooh.
Leaving the paper untouched, but the words gone. After 10 minutes of casting, though, Vent, it is time that you don't need a roll.
I don't need to roll?
It worked.
It just works?
Oh, special
works.
scroll from Tasha.
It just
just
Howard appears in the dream and goes, it just works.
No. Tasha appears, but in in her Mother of Demons form in your head.
Oh God!
It looks just like
it just works.
When we arrive on Terrell, Ved just
As
has
you all fall asleep.
a wet spot in his crotch.
Nothing of the sort.
He peed. He was scared.
Oh, okay. He was scared. I got it.
Well, you said in the demon form, right? That's what I assumed he meant.
Yeah, I meant.
Look,
I
I don't
meant
know
like
what.
he
I don't know
pissed
what.
himself.
I don't know what does it for Vent.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you all have. You all have dreams of a flat expanse. No, a flat expanse with a large spire rising up in the middle of it. Infinitely tall, yet at the top you see a giant donut floating on top of it.
Here we go.
Wait, we didn't have a magic item from Sigil.
What if
I guess
the
it's just
magic
that-
item from Sigil was the friends we
You all
made
bought
up
supply.
before?
It doesn't have to be a magic item. You all bought supplies in Sigil.
Yeah, that's true.
To cast the spell, you must have a magic item that originated on the world.
Oh, it
you
is
wish to
magic.
reach.
I also have a magic item from there.
A lot
Anyway.
of things that I match from there.
Do
But it's modified anyway.
the trinkets for the mistwalking count? Are they considered magical, like a general enchantment?
They are not magical.
Damn.
They're just they
I
just
bought
are.
the bag of holding in Sigil.
Yep, that too. And in this stream, you watch as your vision zooms in on the donut around the top of the spire, and you see the city. of Sigil. You watch as in one of the large intersections in one of the busy districts, a portal opens up, and out steps a familiar skeletal figure. One eye and one hand glowing in green light, where before you've seen it in pink. Much larger, much more imposing. And you watch as the figure grows in stature and somehow you can tell in power.
Oh, shit.
It looks around. One of its giant hands goes to the side and just crushes the middle floor out of one of the buildings. Before it turns and looks right at your group. Then flying through your vision, as if it passed through from behind you, you see a figure that has what looks like blades coming out of it in every direction.
Oh, one of the Guardians. The one that gods fear.
What?
Looks like this.
Oh no, the Lady of Pain. Oh, he's in for a bad time.
And it hurts you to look at this figure. You look away and look back at the whispered one. And you watch as he's being hit by these small figures you recognize as humans and elves standing at his feet. He's being hit with spells and swords, but seemingly to no effect. The figure that floated through your vision waves her hand, and he disappears.
I'm guessing he invaded Sigil when we were away.
And with that, you all wake up.
In bed fail, everyone point and laugh.
Point and laugh. You all wake up back on the couch. Though they are not currently here.
Back on the casting couch.
Not
Back on the casting couch. Back on the casting couch.
No.
Yeah, remember that wet spot?
Call it that.
Oh no.
And with that, take a 10-minute break. Alright. Aiden immediately runs over to the fire after waking up. You doing anything, or you just try to calm down by the fire?
Now her immediate thought was like, oh my god, that was weird. I need to be warm.
She did.
Okay. Yeah, Melena would be on the other couch.
Me bolts up,
Okay.
reaching for their great axe.
You're back.
Yes. Hello.
Oh,
Um,
Mr. Whispers isn't here. Okay. Puts the axe down.
You
sits
call
back
that
down.
thing a god?
You were expecting him to be in the sanctum?
We saw him in the dream. Then a knife lady said no and slapped him and he went away.
She just looks very confused.
yes, she would.
He's gotten stronger. He's actually gotten stronger.
Probably just a dream. He hasn't been in Sigil. Not in the 2 days you've been gone, anyway.
Oh, so time is
passes.
the same. Okay.
Yeah. You were gone about a day. Well, with the sleep, like a day and a half. So yeah, pretty much the same. Um, I believe that the others are downstairs working on the device. Did you find what you were looking for?
Somewhat.
There's a sword that they used to fight him. They destroyed his eye, and someone stole his hand. And they were mostly able to beat him because he was weak after the ritual.
Yeah, so I guess we just have to hope that he doesn't have the eye or hand, is weak after this ritual, and we have
Weak
that.
during the ritual, because if it's
Sorry,
after,
yeah,
we
right.
lose.
Weak during the ritual, and we have the sort of curse and the stick, and then we kill a god and go home for tea.
Yeah, you're really late for tea time at Mordant House. Or Rickton House, I mean.
I guess
Oh.
that's a simplified version.
That sounds perfectly easy.
In 2 weeks, we need to go back to pick up the sword.
Yeah, it's like a 2-month adventure tops, in and out.
Okay. I'll go let the others know that you've returned.
That would be much appreciated.
You hear what sounds like a small explosion downstairs.
Gunpowder?
As soon as she's out of earshot, Friedrich's just going to turn to the others. We are so fucking in over our heads.
Yeah, no shit.
This shit is not simple at all. Why did we even agree to this in the first place?
He climbs on the couch. I don't know. I don't know.
We're kind of the only ones that can.
We're the only ones that can. We just spoke to people that dealt with this asshole before. They should be the ones doing it.
Holds up her wrist, showing the eye.
We don't know that. We're the only people that were from here that had those things. What if they had the eyeballs too? We should have said something to them.
We did. Maybe a little bit more than we should have, to be honest. But we did.
But we didn't tell them about that. If they were Mark II, then they could handle this. They're clearly more well equipped than we are. They have the goddamn sword, and they've dealt with him.
And a bear.
And the bear! Cannot forget the bear. I love trinkets. That was the greatest bear. What?
That bear was old as a rake. I don't know what you expect the bear to do in front of the very...
No. Never underestimate a bear.
He's got like a good 5 or 6 years left in his lifespan.
Probably.
If he's a wild bear.
Yeah.
And then too, the keeping of the secrets. And I understand, Vint. I understand where you are coming from. We need to, we need to keep the secrets, but fuck.
Actually, on that front, we need to be a bit more clear on what classifies as a secret, because a good amount of what we've been keeping as a secret has actually been keeping us from getting the help that we need.
Yeah, what do we say, what don't we say? Who's okay to tell, who's not okay to tell?
I know dealing with a god of secrets makes it all the more confusing because, secrets is his thing. So should we not be keeping secrets? Would that make it harder for him to know things?
Okay, look, at the beginning of this, I was okay with it, mainly because we were trying to avoid mass hysteria. That's not really an issue where we are right now.
I don't think that,
I mean, there's definitely one specific thing I can think of that we definitely cannot say. But I will not say.
if we all know it in the situation, Meave, you should probably say it to clarify it.
Bucky doesn't know.
Oh. Bucky, would you do us a kindness and plug your little ear holes? No, I'm not going to make him stand over there. Just plug your little ear holes for a moment so that Meave can...
That's not how...
Yeah, he plugs his ears so Meave can't talk.
That's not how spores work.
I got him. I'll pick up Bucky and come over with him to the other fire.
He's a man!
He's
older
than most of you.
He's the only one who's stronger than me.
But also, Meave, you don't know who's 30 feet below you.
Oh, that's true.
You said they're working downstairs. You don't know where.
Yeah,
And Meave knows about rapport spores enough for that, I think.
Yeah, I don't know who's in range of me.
Wait, Meave, could you write it?
Does Meave know how to write?
Yes. Meave
Alright,
write it
Never
down.
mind,
He does like the full fist for holding the charcoal.
Oh, God.
like a kid's crayon drawing.
Actually, Meave will go over to the fireplace, reach in, take some ash, come back.
The fireplace is burning currently.
Yes, I'm aware.
Oh, actually, no, there wouldn't be ash. It's continual flame.
It's continual flame. Okay, so never mind. Yeah, I'll take some charcoal and write down guy who isn't a god but was like a god in the Hollow Earth.
I don't think you know about the Hollow Earth.
Oh, okay, not Hollow Earth then. Guy who was like a god but isn't a god, and the god shouldn't know about.
Aiden looks genuinely confused.
Yeah, what, the guy, what?
The guy we met before we were... Yeah, Tamir.
Oh!
Samar, the immortal. And the immortals aren't supposed to interfere in the god's business, or else there's going to be interdimensional war or something.
Yeah, but we don't need to mention that to anyone. That doesn't matter.
But that's what I was saying. Meave crumples it up and then consumes the whatever Meave wrote that on.
The other thing is, if you're working under the assumption that your enemy doesn't know that you're looking for the rod fragments, that one's worse to let out. Because then they can try to get them ahead of you.
Yeah. Which I already kind of goofed with that. Bucky, you can come back over now. I'm sorry.
I don't think the fire will burn your paper you wrote that on, Meave.
No,
with
Meave
it
eats
being
it.
continual flame. Okay. High fiber.
So,
Unless it was vellum.
so the item we're collecting, we can just leave it at something to help us in our mission.
Yeah, I didn't specify what it was. I just said it was a stick. Lura, sorry, Archivist Vysoren looked at it, but I don't know. A slightly louder explosion downstairs.
Let me try to make
This one has some of that electrical sound to it.
Let me try
Like,
to make
ooh,
something
I'm gonna
clear
go
from
down
where
and
I'm
check it
coming
out.
from to you guys.
Say again?
We have talked, well, you exposed a few of the concepts, still not in its entirety. Some of what we know, or what we have, and what we're looking for to the individuals on that other planet. We already know for a fact that the whispered one. Sorry, that was another slip. uh, we already know that through some way or another, the whispered one has means to know where we have gone or coming. We have gone or come. If for some reason, because we've used the same means to go and come from that place, he now knows whether we have gone there or not. If that is the case,
No, being retconned it, so we know we can use the same method twice, but like to go to the same
Well,
place.
no, you can use it as many times as you want. It's a pathway. You've opened. That's the only you can.
Yeah, we could yeah.
Like
Dream
you-
of the Blue Veil lets us
what,
go
I,
to
what I'm trying to
Exendio
say is
Yes.
and come back.
whoever has that information, whoever knows whatever it is that we're looking for or what we have, they are in just as much danger as we are. That is all.
And I understand.
You did defeat
The
him
only
before.
reason, right? Exactly. That was the only reasons that I thought that we should have been open with these people. Maybe Caleb, not as much in the beginning, because we did not know. But the council people, the two women,
Antlers and Blue Feather.
yeah, Antlers and Blue Feather. I don't remember their names, if they even said them.
They would have said them if they didn't. It's on me.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think you said what their names were, and then
They
like
did.
halfway through having them speak.
They said Vexalia, and I don't remember if Keyleth was said, but Keyleth might have
Keyleth
been.
didn't say anything.
I did. I definitely did. But whether it was one of the times that my mic was being stupid,
Okay, so they
then
were
I-
introduced.
I can't say.
Meave just
Yes.
knows them as Antlers and
Alright.
Blue Feather.
Well, Friedrich will just go with that, because new people to remember. Yeah, Antlers and Blue Feather. If they, which it very much seems like this is the case, they fought and banished him, and they know and they possess these things. They should be more than capable of defending themselves or any of the people associated with the council there. Much like how the people here, they know what is going on and can defend themselves. Were it
And like
anybody
Driscoll
else,
Elminster knew
Well,
to some degree what was going
yeah,
on.
yeah. Well, they knew. But yeah, if anyone already seems like they're in the loop and is capable, I don't think that we should be as secretive. But if they're just some random SOB, I agree with you completely. Don't tell them so that they're not in danger.
SOB.
Son of ein Bitch.
Wouldn't that be SOIB?
The
EB.
short form isn't counted.
Ein would be an E, but the force of habit. The Morton slips in.
I know none of the people in that room. Neither do you all. I'm sure that at this point in time, Even though they say they're helping, they're setting up countermeasures on their own to make sure that one, they would get their sword back some way or another, and two, they will figure out more about what we need to do, about what we are doing. They're not stupid.
That sounds like a good
You
thing.
hear someone coming up the stairs.
I was on my way down to find out what was exploding.
Oh, I didn't see you put that in chat. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
You pass Mordenkainen on the stairs.
Well, wait.
Morty.
What was that? What blew up?
Finishing the construction of the device.
Oh.
He looks completely unbothered by the explosions.
Mechanical
Normal stuff.
setup or manual?
Partially mechanical, mostly magical.
Ah, fair enough. Automated magic is something.
What's this about a sword?
I think it would be better if we just spoke to all at once about what we found.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll go
All right.
get the others.
Probably best for you to come downstairs then. If it's all the same.
Waddle waddle.
Doodle-doo.
And we waddled away, waddle, to the very next day. Yeah, Friedrich, I guess we can say to Ventus we're going down
Oh.
just real quick. You'd just be like, yeah,
You're
I
moving
don't
yourself
see
as I was trying to move.
Oh, I can't. Sorry.
What? Oh, you've completely broken yourself on my screen.
What do you want to say?
There we go.
No, I said that I would have said to you just because you said that like you don't think they're idiots. I said that I agree with you. I don't think that they're idiots. I just think that they can help.
Also,
sure
typically
they
the
can
truth
help.
is more acceptable when someone tells you than when you discover it for yourself. That sort of builds on the trustworthiness of that person.
Doing something that is not typical. I highly doubt that whatever we know as usual does not apply.
You would see that where this chair is on, or this table is on the map, the table would be gone, and there would be a large device being built, or mostly built there. It's strange. It has a almost conical base that a pole rises up out of, and then it goes out with dozens of arms coming off of that, almost like most of you would probably have seen an orrery before. If
Neve
Neve would have
definitely
seen
has.
one, yeah, you've seen like from maps of inside crystal spheres. So like the solar system models where the arms move around.
Yeah,
But and then some of those arms having smaller arms that come off of them, which would normally represent like moons or something like that. But then also floating out around this are what looks to be 30 or so other orbs floating that have a similar construction inside of them. They're just floating up in space around it. Some big, some little, like ranging from beach ball size down to ping pong ball sized.
What is that?
What the fuck is that?
That is what will hopefully allow us to locate the next piece of the rod.
Oh, that is good. Yeah, we need to find that.
Having to account for the known planes, the planes that we know between the three of us and the spheres. Since this one seemed out, as we already said, but future ones could be anywhere, so we wanted to make it hopefully able to find those as well, instead of having to start over on building something again.
Fair enough.
But Tasha would cast something else while Lustrio walks over. And then once again, Tasha very much just staring at Vent.
What did I do?
Reach that level of annoyance.
It was funny how you were so intimidated before, so she was doing it again.
He still is. He doesn't know why she's picking on him.
It's because you dare wear a large hat in her presence. That's her thing.
How
Vince
dare you?
turned Vince.
Yeah, and Alestriel would have her staff in hand this time, which I don't think she did before. So let me put that picture in chat.
It's like how
Actually, can I just...
Mordenkainen and Bucky have like an ongoing rivalry because they're both bald.
No, Bucky has hair. Look at the back.
Oh shit, you're right, he does. Okay, so it'd probably be like Bucky and Strahd because they got that OG Widow's Peak.
Yeah, they both have the widow's peak. Dylan this whole time thought the goblins were bald. Their heart.
I don't think I've ever looked at this zoomed in token of the goblin.
Yeah, they have severe widow's peak, and it's like pulled back in a ponytail. That stuff has a big unicorn head on the end.
Ooh. Pretty neato. Mosquito.
Mordenkainen would speak up. So you said you had something to report.
They managed to defeat him before. Like Hat Lady said. But he was weak after a thing he did that made him a god, and they used a sword of something that causes something.
The sort of cause. It causes something.
And
Mordenkainen cringes at that.
they destroyed his eye, and someone stole his hand, and they don't know where they went. So he might have his hand back.
I highly doubt they actually destroyed the eye. More likely it just popped up somewhere else in existence.
Well, we should
It always has a
tell
way
them
of
that when we
popping
go
back up.
We should probably let them know when we go back to pick up the sword.
It and the hand have been destroyed countless times, as far as I'm aware. It's rumored there is a way to actually destroy them, but I've never been able to get a hold of them to try it. If they're not destroyed properly, like most artifacts, they just pop back up somewhere. Above board they had they had the... Yeah, no, it wasn't the Dawnfather. It was the his
No,
paladin at the sanctuary, wasn't it?
It was the Dawnfather himself. He blasted it with divine magic and annihilated it, and
Oh shit.
technically destroyed it. But again, it would pop up somewhere else in the multiverse because you can't destroy it that way. Because that was the same encounter. Vex became the champion for Paylor.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's when I became the champion of Pelor.
Yeah, it's right. It's right here in his backstory.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, most artifacts are difficult to get rid of like that. Sort of casts, though. If they had it, were you able to get a hold of it?
It they were sending someone to go get it because it was on a different landmass. And it would take 2 weeks because their teleport magic is messed up or something. Which is really it just bad timing because it apparently only happened a couple days ago.
What?
That is what they said.
That's what they said. Yeah. They're
And you also know that
teleportation went out of whack.
you also know that Caleb was trying to teleport to the capital and had an item from the capital and somehow ended up over in Stillben. Well, outside of Stillben.
The sheer fact that we managed to get to Amon is incredible, honestly.
You. Alright then, so it'll take them 2 weeks to get there. Actually, Tasha would say this, never mind. So it'll take them 2 weeks to get there, and then I can only send you where I sent you the last time, so it'll take them 2 weeks to get back as well.
They gave us a token that will take
Wait.
us to the person.
May I see that?
Which one did they give us? The E or the V?
Gave you an E and a V.
Yeah, it's a.
Oh, the V is the one that does that. That goes to the person. E takes you back to Amon.
Okay.
V takes you to the person.
Okay. Yeah. I'll. Yeah, they do things. I don't know what this. Oh yeah, your thing. Meavhand's hat lady. The list. They recognized this. And they were not happy that we had it. Apparently you should get rid of it and destroy it somehow.
Because they've under the impression that it was completely destroyed already, and that I don't know, it's like bad luck or something.
The nicest woman in the room got very hostile, so I think it's a bad thing.
Antlers, right? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. She got real mad.
It whispered to me, it's fine.
No.
Oh man. Like, not canon, but imagine. We would.
Oh,
have been killed.
Neve would not have survived.
No.
I don't care about rage.
Vex would have shot so many arrows into Meave before Meave could rage. Keyleth would have done something to me, probably cast Blight.
Yeah. Yeah, and you activate the bramble shot on both of those Finthras attacks.
You seek justice, vengeance, retribution.
Very well then. Information is good in the meantime anyway. But getting that sword would probably help quite a lot.
What does the sword cause?
Slashing damage?
No, they said the sword causes something.
A sword of Cass.
Oh.
Belonged to one of his generals,
Oh, that
named
makes sense.
Cass.
Okay, yeah. It's called the Sword of Cass because it was Cass's sword.
Who Friedrich recognized, I should have said earlier, Friedrich recognizes that name as one of the Dark Lords of Ravenloft.
Oh boy. Oh, yeah. It's not cause. It is Cass. Yeah. Fun.
You would you know him as the Dark Lord of Tovag.
Hmm.
A faraway place that you've only heard of and did not go because it's one of the places your uncle wouldn't even like to go to.
Yeah, that would track.
I think he has been there.
He's probably
I
been
remember-
like everywhere at least once.
Well, so the Tovag is like part of it's not on the main landmass of Ravenloft. It in Cavadis, or like an island off across the sea. And the sea's a really bad place in Ravenloft.
There's this sea.
Yeah. Well then, and he'd look over at Celestial. Is it ready to test out? I believe it is. And then I think Friedrich has always had it when y'all have been here before, so she'll look at Friedrich. Would you mind trying the same way you were feeling before, but stand in the middle of the structure?
Yeah, I can do this.
This is a fancy orrery. There's more things around it, and there's not as many mushrooms. In fact, it's not even made of mushroom.
Viv, make me a wisdom check. 14. Okay, not a hard DC because you've been there. The main structure is the count at least matches the planets of realm space and their moons.
Oh.
So you would recognize that one as probably being realm space.
Okay, the middle one is realm space. Okay, I see. I remember seeing that as a sproutling.
Okay.
I mean, I'm technically still a Sproutling.
Biggest Sproutling in history.
You are anything but a ling.
Actually, no. Meave would be the stage after Sprout. No, yeah, there's Sproutling, then Sprout, and then the stage after that, which is like a teenage Vicodin.
Oh, your teenage crew.
Meave
just a
just
teenage
physically
dirtbag.
grew
Hey, Meave.
straight to the sovereign growth stage. Just mentally still Sprout.
Okay. I pull out one of the 7 pieces of the rod of 7 parts.
Okay.
And I focus.
Spike it.
I spike it.
Spike-
Yeah.
I snap it. I snap it in half.
Make it 8 parts.
Yeah. I make the one of the 7 into 7 and 8. Hey, have you ever heard of the rod of 8 parts? No, but you have
Primus.
now.
Primus teleports you directly to the Hall of Order. Kills you on the spot.
What have you done? I'm dead.
No, I got
Goodbye.
mending. It's fine.
Yeah, you're gonna
On the rod or on Friedrich?
Yes.
Yes, yep.
All right, you pull out the rod fragment, and you start focusing on it. The structure on top of the pole of this orrery shakes for a second, and then shrinks down and floats up with the others. It would be about basketball size. Another one of the orbs comes and takes its place and grows out. This one being one of those kind of orreries that has like the sphere around it, the metal cage around it as well. And you watch as its arms start spinning around, and then each of those arms having multiple other arms spinning around it. Before finally the outer cage itself starts to roll and spin. And the rod turns and points at that outer cage.
Oh, our mushroom orrery couldn't do that.
And I'll say, at least the wizards came over to keep an eye, see what was being pointed to.
Make sure it's
I
not
imagine-
exploding.
Yeah. Make sure it doesn't activate the delayed blast fireball again.
Why did we get down to that?
It's a very vital component.
Makes it fun.
Yeah, you have to have the delayed blast fireball is the bead on the arm that represents the elemental plane of fire.
Of course.
You know, the negative energy plane has a mote of circle of death. I guess positive energy would be power word heal. Tasha. It appears that your next fragment is somewhere in the astral sea.
Oh, don't go there often.
And she would say some arcane words in a language that none of you understand.
It's a bit of a lot of arcane sea to search.
And the orrery would the structure that is on the orrery currently would flatten out. Well, it would turn into a cube instead of a sphere. And Friedrich, the rod fragment in your hand would start pulling your hand like towards facing in different directions. Okay. The Astral Sea, as your... This will be Astral. As Vince said, is quite a large place to search. It's also hard to define exact locations from outside of it. We should be able to get you close with where this is pointing. It looks like... And Friedrich, you now notice that your hand is very slowly being moved still. It looks like it's moving wherever it is there. We should be able to get you pretty close.
Do I know about the GIF?
Your circle mostly did the phlogiston. Make me the roll
the
for
GIF or the GIF?
GIF.
Oh yeah, GIF. Okay. Green people or hippo?
Green people.
Okay.
Frogs.
Make me a history check. Your circle mostly focused on the phlogiston, so I'm gonna say not really. Are you ready to go now, or would you like to locate it again later and go then?
I have a couple things I want to do before we leave.
All right. If you want, you can leave the rod here, and it will keep tracking it. Or you can take it with you. Just have to start over on the location. I'll say that process took maybe like 15 minutes total.
No
That time.
matter way.
It's up to y'all. I guess it's up to Friedrich.
Was it? I'm sorry. Was it get sent now or wait to get sent?
No. Vent wants to go do some preparation stuff. So it's, you want to leave the rod here tracking it, or do you want to start the tracking process over later?
I could just leave the rod behind,
Sure.
or I have to stay with
It seems like they're asked. It seems like they're saying you can just leave it and it will keep tracking.
Okay. Yeah. No, sorry. I was misunderstanding. I thought like either I had to stay with it so it could keep tracking, or I could go with Vince to prepare and then okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll leave it and
You
go.
take your hand off and it just keeps floating where your hand was.
Oh, that's. Oh boy. Magic real never ceased to amaze me. Okay, I'm gonna go prep with Vink and the others.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Doing stuff here. Oh, and you weren't here very long before, but there is I do have a room available for you if you want to. You can keep your stuff there. It's probably not large enough for you to all sleep in there, but the couches upstairs are also open.
Oh, thank
So,
you.
like, if it gets to the point where you have big stuff you need to just keep here, y'all have a room upstairs.
Okay.
Which I can Let me group y'all up real quick and I'll show you that. And then move y'all back. So it'd be this staircase in the bottom right. Takes you up here.
Oh, nice.
Complete with actual bathroom.
Turlet.
Let me see the turlet. Turlet.
Turlet. Yo, get out. We're taking a shit together. We're holding hands. Damn, the bath. It's been a while. You know what? It's part of Friedrich's preparation. He's gonna just go meet them when he can meet them, but first he's gonna go up there and he's gonna take a nice long bath.
Okay. Friedrich, it's weird. There's knobs you turn and the water just comes out by itself.
Oh man, is this as fancy as these people have way more monies than I thought.
I mean, you saw this in you would have seen this when you passed through Waterdeep. But there was like one knob, and the water came out cold. You had to like light a fire under the tub to warm it up before you, and then turn out the fire before you got in. But this one has 3 knobs.
Oh, what does the third knob do?
The water comes out, and it's real bubbly.
Oh. Yeah, he makes himself a bubble bath.
Okay. What do you have you want to do for prep, Mint?
I need to go talk to the giant.
Okay.
And I also need to find the other scroll that I'm missing, the final one.
Okay. Anything that Neve or Ada need to do for prep?
Maeve doesn't really need to do anything.
Okay.
The only thing Maeve would like to do is not possible. Maeve would like to visit their circle, but not possible.
You go look through this telescope again.
Yeah, it's not the same.
All right. Where is the Sigil map? There it is. But yeah, you get a dray again, and make your way over to the bazaar, which I don't remember the dray cost. I want to say it was like 5 gold.
I do not remember. I'll accept it.
Yeah, if that's not right, I'll find it later. My Sigil book is on the other side of the house right now.
It's fine.
But yeah, you make your way over to the Great Bazaar. Meave, would you be going with, or would you be staying at the house? And same for Aiden.
I will follow Aiden.
Okay, what's Aiden doing, Avery?
Avery.
Hello.
She perished.
This time Avery died.
Rip.
If you're talking, Discord's doing that same thing it did to me. Alright. For right now, we'll say, well, it doesn't matter for costs, unless, so it only matters, I guess, if Vince hiding what he's doing from the others.
I'm not.
Okay. Then yeah, you make your way to the Great Bazaar. Where before there was someone selling the authentic Elminster pipes and authentic Elminster hats. There's this time someone selling. Get your scimitars wielded by Dristord in here.
Oh, wait, I actually know something about this. I'll go take a look.
It's fake. 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 That one's real. Fake.
That was the
Okay.
one that he had briefly
Does
when
it
he was
look
in
like
Mints
those,
of
Avery?
Bears. And
So there are 7 different styles of scimitar here. 2 of which do look like the ones he was wielding when you saw him.
No.
Winkle and fuck if I
Icing
remember what
Death.
the other ones. Icing
Where
Death.
did you
Yeah.
get all these swords?
Why? I got him from Dristord himself
Really? Where?
on Toriel several months back.
It's a quite big place.
Well, not all of them. These 2. The others I've been getting over the course of the last 2 decades.
And he points to the ones that are actually like the swords from him.
Yes.
Oh. Well, they do look like his swords.
Are you interested in purchasing some?
Oh no, I'm just wondering whether you stole this from him or he gave it to you or something.
I bought them off him, of course. Except for this one. This one over here. I found.
You
And he
found
would
it.
point to one that looks, it looks almost transparent. Like the metal itself is somehow gone. You can tell that it's definitely like some kind of metal, but it's somehow gone very transparent over time. This one, I got about a century ago.
That is quite something. I can't say I know much about sword, but it looks pretty nice.
Yes. It was weakened by the sun.
How much is it selling for?
That one would be listed as that one wouldn't have a price on it.
Yeah, how much are you asking for
It's a
these?
useless sword, but it was wielded by Dristord.
It's what if it's what he's saying it is. It's one of his original
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, but even if it's a copy, depending on the price, it looks nice.
Well, it depends. Are you looking to buy stuff with money or something more esoteric?
I can say I have much of both, but we can try to strike a bargain.
Well, if you're looking for something non-monetary, 8 words.
8 words?
8 words.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, I don't think I follow.
But monetary. I mean, this is a relatively. This is an item of historical significance. I couldn't go lower than 1,000 gold.
Well, that's a shame. I don't have that much.
Ah, but you have plenty of words.
I do have plenty of words, but what do you mean you want 8 words? I don't understand it.
I would like 8 of your words.
Any 8 words?
Sure.
Hmm. Does it need to be any dialect specific?
Oh, I won't specify if you won't, if you don't need to.
Is this some kind of fee bargain of sorts? Am I not going to be able to use those words after I exchange them with you? Is that what he means?
There is something unearthly looking about this fellow.
Yeah, but does he also
I won't prevent you from my good sir, you have my word. I will not prevent you from saying the word ever again or anything like that.
Which word do I have from you?
He'll charge
That one.
royalties.
Which one he said?
He answers that with yes.
Yes.
How about if we call it 7?
Hmm. Hmm.
Tell I
Say
wasn't in
quite
the Elena mindset with that fuck up.
I can say I quite grasp the concept of giving you words, but if I have a couple things that I have to do. If I come across 7 that I am not quite fond of, I'll come back.
Oh, like I said, you're not losing the ability to say that or anything of that sort.
Still, if it doesn't hold any value, then I don't understand the trade. Something
How do
to
you mean?
gain here.
It's simple. I will have 8 of your words. You have one of mine, so that really makes it 7. But
Look, I understand that it's quite difficult to explain this sort of what would be the right word? Uh, conceptual trades of sorts. But I would rather preserve for this moment in time uh, my 7 words until a few minutes or maybe a couple of hours. I will maybe come back, and
all
then
right,
perchance we can continue this transaction if you're still here.
very good. If you are back within the next hour, I will throw in this replica Black Panther figure. What is it? Onyx?
Black
Onyx
Panther.
Panther
Yeah,
figurine.
Onyx Panther.
Oh, this is sounding like a better and better trade. I'll see you soon. You know,
He
I'll
does
go.
the big arm wavy bow.
I'll go find the giant.
I hate
Okay.
how we meet Dristo Erden in this one. I have no idea who he is in character. And then one of us gets the opportunity to buy one of his swords. God, this is oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad.
I'll come back for it. I just don't. I want to ask like a couple people what that could possibly mean. I
No,
want to ask the giant what
I
does it mean to give him my words.
I mean it in the sense of that my character Morgan in Beanbox, like the whole shtick is that he grew up on Stories of Driss. That's his hero, and he hasn't gotten a chance to meet him, and he's met like all these other interesting people like Elminster.
Who has met him?
Yeah,
All right, but Dylan, here's the thing. I mean, do you think there's a chance Trist might be at the final fight?
I hope he's at the final fight, Bean, but
Do
I
you?
can't ask him.
Do you? Do you know what that might mean?
What? He might die?
I mean, there's a good chance he dies if he's at the final fight.
There's
There's a good chance anyone who's at the final fight dies.
Yeah, but he's died before and come back, right?
He got better.
He got
Yeah, but I
better.
mean, what if he's killed by a deity? I mean, they're summoning a deity there.
Oh.
Or
I
killed by a
don't
red
know.
wizard's blade.
Yeah, or
No.
Red Wizard's blade.
I will go
Alright.
and get a tablet of true resurrection.
You found one. Or you had one for a while. But yeah, you find the fire giant's stand again, where you have to walk up on the upper platform to be able to talk to him.
Yeah. I'll go up, speaking giant. Hello. I came back. Did what you asked. Hello.
Good. Started to think you wouldn't come back. Enjoy.
I ran by a couple of problems. Had to do something before I managed to come back. But the word works flawlessly.
Good.
No.
You've
I-
had some chances to use it.
Yeah, I used it against some fishmen. I believe that was when I used it.
That sounds right.
The Kuotoa.
Yeah.
It went pretty well. But I was wondering if I don't remember exactly what we talked about, but I believe I asked whether you could tell me where I could find some other people who could tutor me in other words.
Yes. There's I have two different people I could point you towards. One of them, if you choose them, is more likely to help you. The other one might be harder to convince.
Okay.
I could either point you towards a one sec. To make sure I have this right from the rune shaper feat. Yeah. I could either point you towards a frost giant, who is more likely to help you. Or towards a death giant.
What?
Death giant. They're type of true giant.
Huh. Never heard of them.
Like study those.
In 5th edition, we didn't have them until Bigwies.
Yeah.
But they've been around for a long time.
Those giants, they're not really native from where I come from. I'm pretty sure, right? They're not from Earth.
Let me look at the message I sent you. I did a lot of giant research. Death giants.
But what I mean to say is, as grateful as I am, I believe those two, well, they might know other words, but those two runes specifically, I'm already quite familiar with. The Frost and the Death rune.
Oh shit. I'll be honest, I had him roll on the table for when.
That's fine.
In that case, I'll keep looking to see who else I can find for you. But since I was unable to hold up my end right now, Try practicing this change to the rune I gave you. And he would draw it out for you. It looks a lot like the fire rune, but there are some subtle differences to it. Like one of the lines being slightly more curved, another one has a like where the line hooks up at the end. And he would like draw it on the counter for you to sketch down.
How are you doing these? I'm gonna be honest. All the runes that I've seen that hold the actual, well, magical power, they vary very little. But these ones, they're pretty different from, well, from what I've seen. Are you changing them yourself? Is this something you're capable of doing?
They're not able to be just changed how you will. But there are some changes that... There's some differences found long ago and handed down that do work. They're much more precise in how you have to do them.
Very interesting. I thank you for your assistance. May I ask a question?
Of course.
There's this very weird guy over in that direction selling swords and is asking for words in trade of them. Do you know anything about that? Should I do it?
People in the cage come from all over. They ask for different kinds of payment. Not everyone values gold the same they do on the material plane.
But
I'd be careful.
Yeah, go on.
I'd be careful making deals for words. Losing the ability to say something can be unpleasant.
He assured me that I wouldn't lose the ability to say it. I'm not sure what he means by that.
If he doesn't want the whole word to where you can't say it anymore, I don't see any harm in it.
Very well. He even gave me one. Yes.
You don't feel like that yes was any different than your yes?
It's like feels like nothing changed.
That felt like nothing changed.
That is pretty weird. Nothing's different. Well, whatever ritual this is binding, I think I'll go for it. I'll choose a few weird words that I hardly ever use.
Possible he's not actually Fey. Maybe he's just trying to make you think he is so that he gets more gold. If he gave you two options of prices.
Well, we'll see. Well, once again, thank you for the assistance.
Practice that one.
I will. But before going back to the guy, I'm gonna look and see if I can buy the Agonizer's Scorcher. And then I'll go there.
Yeah, you're in Sigil. You can definitely get it. So it would be the
second level 150.
Roll me a D100.
All right. It's a 45, whatever that means.
Okay, you find an awakened tree selling spell scrolls. It would be an awakened willow tree.
Come get spells scribed on this flesh of my peers.
It would be on vellum.
Is it scrubbed on his bark?
No, it would be inscribed on vellum, which is cow skin. Is it specifically cow skin? Vellum is some kind of animal.
I'm not sure.
It's just animal skin.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if it's cow or not. It's usually calf skin though.
Very nice.
Nice and simple.
But the price is not 200 is not the 150 gold.
Mhm.
It is 5 breaths from your lungs. Like breathe on the tree.
Excuse me, but is there any catch to it? I don't understand what is with all these weird payments that you guys are asking for.
No catch. And it's a very like wispy voice that I can't do without and have the mic actually pick it up.
I look around. Is there anybody just watching? Is there someone with a camera?
I mean, there are a lot of people in the Great Bazaar. Go ahead and make a perception check, I guess, if you're trying to tell if anyone's watching.
Is this a prank?
21.
No one seems to be paying a special attention to you. I mean, there are people that can see you, but like it's a crowded place. They're walking by. You're not like out of sight, but no one seems to be watching you.
I wouldn't mind breathing on you, but can you explain to me why that is what you request as payment? No?
What did a tree call people?
Fleshy.
The barkless.
No, we're going the Meve route. You fleshies use money to buy your food. I have no need for that. What you breathe out is sustenance.
We should get all your spells from this tree. That's a good deal.
Yeah, do you have anything else? I'm gonna breathe you all day, dude. Breathe, spit, now do whatever the fuck you want.
You would look and you see limit 1 per customer.
Oh.
What is like a higher one that you got then instead?
Haha, you want to go?
No, I'm joking. I'll not abuse the tree. Don't worry.
Just bring your friends back.
I'll look around and I'll just go close to it.
Okay.
Does it shiver or something? Is it deriving sexual pleasure from this freak?
You know, the branches would blow around a little bit when you do it.
Weird doing this.
I mean, it's a willow though. It doesn't take much to move branches of a willow.
I'll breathe on it 5 times, and I'll
Okay.
even give a tip. Breathe a 6th time.
Oh, quite generous.
I'll come back for more. When can I buy another one?
After 10 cycles.
Is that like 10 days?
Yeah, it would be the equivalent of a day. There's not really days here.
I'll make sure to come back.
Yeah, you see the issue is if you go for like a higher level one.
I'm gonna have to breathe on you all day.
Yeah, no, there's a time limit, so you got to hyperventilate yourself to get the 9th level slots.
Gotcha. Get multiple people
get
to
him-
breathe on him.
You just hire a whole squad to come up here and breathe on the tree.
Yeah.
You don't tell them why. You just hire them to do it. They're like, sure.
Because if you tell them why, they're probably going to want more.
All right, thank you. Do you have a name? Should I call you Willow?
Yes.
See both questions. Great. Thank you, Willow. Have a good day or night or whatever it is.
You as well.
This place rules. Everything's.
And as you walk away, the branches shake a lot. I mean, just be glad you didn't roll the devil.
Oh no.
They would have wanted more than breaths.
Oh, damn. I'm very glad. I'll go back to that guy with the sword. I'll give him some words.
Okay. What do you say to him?
Hello, I'm back. I would like to accept the trade for the 7 words. Well, 8 minus the one that you already traded for.
Very good. And they'll pick up the somewhat transparent sword, put it on the actual counter, and also pick up the figurine, put it there as well.
Should I just say them?
If you'd like.
Okay. Gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook.
Snollygoster.
I don't think these are words, but okay.
Snallygaster is a word. It's a noun.
Is it really?
It's a
Flibber-
it's a cryptid in West Virginia.
Oh yeah, and Fallout. Yeah, Snallygaster.
Flibberty Gibbet.
That one is Flibberty.
Cacoraphiophobia.
Okay, Ticaraphobia.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to spell that one.
Yeah, that fucking 20 int coming in clutch.
Numino Volcano
I
Silicanosis.
believe that's the one that's a fear of spelling.
Fear of spelling. Go ahead.
Orthogophiophobia.
Withershins.
Oh, Windershins.
Withershins.
That's how that's spelled.
Oh no, that's
Catty
misspelling
Wampus.
words.
Windershins, I think, is counterclockwise, isn't it?
How many am I missing?
Cattywampus is diagonal. Or askew.
How many am I
What'd you say? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need one more. Unless you're keeping their word, in which case you need 2 more.
I'll go with Bumbershoot.
Bumbershoot.
And you're calling the 8th one even with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least we have something for one another, besides the weapon and the figure.
What fear?
Hmm?
Oh, didn't you say the fear?
Figure.
Oh, figure. Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you. And he'll hold out the sword and the figurine to you.
Thank you very much. And
I'd be careful of letting that sword in the light of the sun.
oh,
Especially anywhere Corlon the Rethian has power.
very well. There is no sun around here, right? As I look up.
No, not here. No
Sky's
sun.
Very good.
lit. And then it
Yeah,
is
there's just a very high gamma skybox.
Nice.
And as you take them from him, his eyes like flash. The deal is done.
I wonder, does it mean now that you cannot say yes?
No.
No. Then could you?
Yes.
Remarkable. That is some very nice gobbledygook. Does anything happen when I say it?
One second.
You get smited by a 9th level paladin critical strike.
No, it's that thing that it's a 20th level Death Domain cleric.
And we
Channel
immediately find out what happens when I say those words.
You. Yeah, no, nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Well,
The next time you check your
around.
coin purse, it's short another 25 gold.
Yeah, I check my belongings. I check the sword.
You still have the sword. You still have the figurine.
Huh. Well, you know what? Even though I think I might be able to still use it, I will not, in honor of our agreement.
Oh, you can use the words as much as you like. Well, let me change how you said that. You can use those words you said as much as you like. Free of charge.
I'll think about it. Thank you. Bye bye.
That just makes it more convincing to not say them, if anything.
Yeah. I will note down those words too.
That one extra gobbledygook's gonna bite you in the ass.
Yeah. Sure fucking hope so.
Yeah, you secretly sign a clause where
Funny.
if you say any of those words, they own your soul.
See, now I gotta figure out how to work one of these into a joke or something where I get you to actually say the word to find out what happens.
I'll never mention these words again.
Talk about how you fought a Snallygaster.
What you
When I
don't
go
know is
home
that
with
it's
a
real.
bucket
You get
full.
charged. What you don't know is it's real. You get charged when you use any words other than the ones you gave.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm in that. I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Alright, I'm going back.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it down on my sheet. My traded words.
Traded words. Breathed on a freight train. Okay.
Avery,
Friedrich, you get out.
alive?
Hmm? Yeah, he's alive.
No, Avery.
Oh,
Friedrich, you get out of the bath. You go back into the bedroom to get dressed again. And Meeve's just standing there, staring at the door as you walk out buck naked.
you know,
Oh,
Seems like a
No.
Meeve thing to do.
yeah, I'm not even gonna yell at you.
I forgot some softies have those appendages.
Let's not talk about that, okay? All right.
Vex, you were right. Death Giants are not on Earth. They
Yeah.
were one of the ones that are on Toril, but you didn't know much about.
Mhm.
He just fucking goes and dries off and gets dressed and
If I remember correctly about what little biology I've been taught about softies, those are like your spore production, right?
yes, you are correct. I guess I can answer that question because it's educational. But yeah, sure. Whatever floats works.
Okay, so you emit spores from.
No. You were right with it works like that. It does
Okay.
not work exactly like that.
Okay,
There
so
are
you don't shake
similarities.
the hanging thing with the
Oh,
two
no.
lumps in it and spores come out?
No, I don't. How old are you again?
6.5.
Okay, yeah, no,
No,
this
7.5.
is not the
7.5.
time. No.
Eight is when we've.
When you're like
The
10,
FBI is currently coming after everyone in this call.
he got dressed pretty quickly. But no, he would just when you get to 10, yeah, we'll go with 10 because that's like more societally acceptable. 10 is you're considered an adult in some cultures, especially medieval ones. So when you're 10, I will tell you about the birds and the bees. Until then, don't just go around and talk about people's spore sacs and stuff like that, okay? Which it's not a spore sac, but
Oh.
yeah.
So okay, but I'd be what would be equivalent to a teenager in 6 months.
Oh,
Is that not older than 10 for a human?
yeah, it would be fine. In 6 months, I will tell you then. I will tell you about the birds and the bees.
All right, in 6 months I'll tell you about how we spore.
Okay, yeah, let's make it a mutual exchange of information.
Oh, it's fear of failure.
Fucking cannot right now.
Yeah,
Dylan,
8.
you're walking through a burnt forest and you see that top picture I posted.
Is that
I'm
the
doomed.
god that hunts pedophiles?
No, that's a death giant.
Oh.
You first of all,
Same thing.
fuck you. I was in the bath. You made me one in this scenario.
No, I didn't
I
put
did
myself
nothing.
there. Bean put me there. I just rolled with it.
Okay, well then the giant's coming for both of you.
I was just asking what your reaction would be if you saw the death giant in the forest. Don't know what you want from me.
I'd be
When
pretty scared
Neve
of that. I'm
is
not
8
gonna lie.
years old, well, physically 8 years old, then they get the ability. Myconids get the ability to reproduce with spores at 8. So Meave will be able to generate offspring in 6 months. So Meave will be
Oh,
able to give you a
God.
demonstration.
Oh, Jesus.
Get it in the recording if that happens.
Cut to black.
Yeah, Friedrich would have to like find a chalkboard and like draw cross sections of things so that he could explain it to him. And then Meave just goes, why softies do things so complicated? Come, Meave show you. And then he just spores a fucking pile of mushrooms. And then a bunch of little Meavelings pop out.
I mean, they'll be non-sentient, non-moving for like a good 4 years. And then they'll
Oh,
become
man.
sprouts.
So would there be anything else y'all want to do prep-wise? Or are we good to end it and pick it up with y'all being sent off?
I want to give the stuff that I found for them to them. That's it.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
She's dead. She's gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll pick it up there next time with Vent getting back and do where he shows y'all the stuff he
Okay.
bought.
Okay.